What's going on, everybody? CaptainRoBear and crew here for
You've missed
Whoa.
it, so I have to do it.
Your gate is catching you, or your gate.
Oh no!
Yeah, it catches you when you go high, but we get it when you go low.
Yeah, we were getting the tremble though. Like we could tell you were trembling, baby.
Welcome, everybody. Happy Thursday night.
Thursday.
It's the no, wrong show.
Wow! Ow!
Our friend Baddie just said that he's getting a tattoo right now.
Yo!
I don't know what of. He literally just
It
posted.
better be of Isaiah, or I'm punching him with love.
It's a constellation.
It's Nicobolus. That
Honestly,
Oh,
maybe.
Maybe.
He's got Vecna. He's got. Actually, I don't know. Who
True,
he does
what
have.
else
He
can
has a
he
lot.
got a bit of everything.
Hey, have you seen those Gloomburrow creatures? That'd be the cutest sleeve.
Booyah. Well, since we don't have Baddie to kick off announcements, Sam, you get to do it.
Yeah, I don't have too much to say other than Tuesday over on twitch.tv/Wounded Warrior Project. It is the Fourth Age, which is a charity TTRPG that utilizes the One Ring system based 50 years after the War of the Rings. And this is our second season or second book, and this is actually the mid-season finale because we're going to take a break so that we can then launch season 4 of Eden Falls, which uses no longer the Tales from the Loop system, as we are going to be sponsored by Free League to use their new Electric State system and showcase that. So very exciting, and that'll be November 12th. But yeah. Next.
Very
That's
cool.
cool.
Thank you.
It me. I can do announcements, which is weird because I'm here.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I don't have a lot. However, obviously Tuesday, Fourth Age with the wonderful Sam. Also, we have officially announced over on Crit Hit Chronicles, a show that I technically am the producer for, but not the DM for because I'm lazy. I'm also going to put this in party chat just in case we want to do flashy things at some point. We're starting a Baldur's Gate 3 inspired campaign called Shadows Over Baldur's Gate, set after the events of Baldur's Gate 3. Very, very excited to be a part of that cast where I'm playing just a simple teacher. He's a bard and he just wants people to live out to their truest potential. You know, that's all. We're chilling. So yeah, that's going to be, we start on November 1st, which I believe is a Friday. And then we're every Friday after that at 7 p.m. Central over on twitch.tv/Crit Hit Chronicles. That's all I got. Take it away, Fed.
Ted, yeah, sure, we can go with that. I go by many names. When you have a name like Theodore and you go by Ted, there's just a slew of names get thrown in there over time. But hey folks, I don't really have too much. I got a game going on Wednesdays. RoBear plays in it. It's getting weird now. People are getting affected by Far Realm nonsense. People are getting their own tentacles and all sorts of weirdness is happening.
But we're also level 7. And
they are also level 7. I'm very excited about that. But no, I've just been flooding everybody's YouTube feed with sometimes unfortunate news, sometimes baffling sales numbers to see on the day you also announce layoffs, but then other, sometimes interesting things like, hey, you want to build a bastion like from top to bottom? I'll teach you how to do that. And that video came out like 2 hours ago. So a lot of stuff coming out. And again, if YouTube ever figures out their goddamn 3-minute shorts, I will have a whole new series ready to go, but they haven't figured that out yet.
What is the deal? Like, it kicks it into regular videos, doesn't it? Like,
so what they're saying is, like, if you upload a vertical thing less than a minute, it says, oh, we see you're uploading a short. It'll be in the shorts tab. Nice and easy. You upload a 3-minute video in a vertical format, it drops it into your regular video feed.
Yep.
And their literal quote is, at some point in the coming weeks, YouTube will evaluate all of them for everybody everywhere and slowly migrate them to the shorts tab. But we have no concept as of when, and it was officially rolled out on the 15th of October.
Yeah, I was told not to do that early in my life as an accountability thing, is that it usually doesn't happen. No way.
So I waited, I had a 3-minute short. I waited like 4 days past, and I was like, okay, surely on the 19th, it'll be okay. And it's not.
Sure.
So
What can go wrong?
It's not,
yeah, right?
It's not shipping until after Christmas. Call it right now.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. That's it for me.
Ted, you may have doubled up on noise suppression or something. It's not pulling the air source is lingering. Flawless, what you got for us?
Yo, what up, everybody? I don't have a whole lot. Streams have been kicking up, so you'll see me pretty consistently on Mondays doing mostly Destiny 2 things, variety things. But I did get a fun email today, so maybe something fun is coming down the pipe very soon. Stay tuned. That's it.
Flawless. I'm sorry for what my brain has done to you, but I didn't realize you were wearing a PlayStation shirt. I really thought you were rocking the Colonel Sanders style ribbon. where
Wait,
where the overlay cut you off, I was like, you know, they sell them gemstones a little bit different in Mississippi.
Already, it's been 2 months.
I was like, my man's got a black sport coat. He's looking like Lucifer over here. He's like Satan Sanders over here. Oh.
Now I gotta find a Colonel Sanders costume just to spring it on you one day.
Yeah, thank you for the crossover between Lucifer and Constantine and Colonel Sanders. Thank you. That's oh my god.
That's funny.
That's where I'm at. Yeah, so my sole announcement over here, I don't know when the next season of Castleton starts, but I am officially a part of it and have been placed. I will tell you no more than that, but I am officially in the system.
Ooh.
Yes, so
Oh, worm.
Yeah, I dude, the amount of deep dive right now of lore that I'm in, so that I properly understand both my position in the world and the 75 different characters that are in it. Yeah, because I don't know where everybody's at, like, just yet. I'm just learning where individuals are. So if you guys enjoy high fantasy romance, Tale of Two Cities, Bridgerton vibes, and just a bunch of content creators, it'll be over on AJ Winter's channel.
Yeah, how it was described for us for the chat is a mix between Bridgerton and Hunger Games. So take what you get from that.
Yeah,
It's so fun.
It's what, yes, me, Sam and I are also a part of it.
Yes.
And, we're just some demigods. I don't know what RoBear is, but we're just some demigods. We're chilling.
I'm vile.
Not problematic at all.
I invented the word problem.
I think I did.
you invented I can fix it and mess it up.
I'm not saying shit yet of who I am, but yes, thank you guys for dragging me into the project. I love it. I can't wait.
I'm excited.
It is a pre-recorded show, and they do it within an hour, so I'll let you guys know.
Week they pre-record. It's wild.
Yeah, so I will let you guys know when that stuff starts up, and when I can get you guys a recap, so you guys can jump in and have a little bit of semblance of
they're doing
what's going on.
rewatches right now, but I think they're on episode 8 out of the 10. So, but they should be on Winter's Tales YouTube, or maybe in her VODs on Twitch.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do the shout out. Ooh, you know what? First, I need to. This is a good reminder. I need to go ahead and mod you cute.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, you just called him cute. We love.
It's cute. It's cute.
I heard it. You said I'm gonna mod you cute. Nasty.
Oh, here we go again.
Wait, was it nasty cute or cute nasty?
It's cute nasty.
It's cute nasty.
Cute nasty.
That's
Dude.
our AOL name.
My friends have still not gotten over cute nasty.
XX cute nasty XX.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you can't help it.
That'd
Just
make a good
nasty.
tramp stamp.
Get out.
Good. You did that actually. It would look great on you.
We're done.
I'll hold your hand.
And
Yo, somebody message Baddie right now. Tell him to change what he's getting.
Oh yeah, actually,
Oh,
that's what I'm
shit, yeah.
Cute nasty.
Cute nasty stamp.
That's
You
weird.
know, that's what that is.
Chatterino doesn't let me shout out somebody that's not in the channel. Is that true?
No, it should. Here, let me do it.
Yeah, Chatterino being meanerino.
There you go.
Woohoo!
Yeah, just / shout out.
shout out.
Shout out.
Maybe Chatterino can't display shoutouts
Wow.
because I don't see it.
Oh, is the
Raises
drop
it.
down not doing?
As well.
Like I see I don't know if that's just mod thing, but it says shout out was given to Winter's Tales.
Yeah, I see it too.
Yeah,
I see it.
That's weird.
Yeah, I see it here too.
Yeah, you know what?
Another-
Just when I think I'm like, okay, I can use Chatterino and save some resources, it defies me. Boom. Thank you. Yeah, I can see you did it over here. That's wild. Yeah. We need to pick up where we left off last week. As our adventurers stormed through Amonkhet with a forced planeswalk via Nicol Bolas. You all did your best to not leave Amonkhet, with an interesting interaction between Davik and a merchant and a potential trade for snow that ended up Davik giving up his own bag of holding and colding for a magic item. As you guys race through the streets, Kalthorr giving away his position as a new planeswalker. You guys were chased literally out of Amonkhet. However, you used all of your abilities to transport yourself back home, safe and sound in Neverwinter, with a big, fat, long rest. Let's see who gets up first. Let's get those Constitution saving throws.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Oh,
Ooh,
bright and early, didn't sleep.
That was a natural 20.
Let's go.
Honk shoo me.
Hong Shu.
I believe we need to do a disadvantage for Remy, considering I just got my powers back. Oh, hey, it's going to put me in a... Oh, I did initiative.
We don't need any of that right now. No fights.
There we go.
Well, not much different.
Not much different, yeah.
Isaiah, lead us off.
It's early when he gets up. The sun is barely starting to peak, crest over the vantage, the area that is Neverwinter. Of course, he doesn't know that by sight because he sleeps beneath the ground below the surface, in his, not gonna call it a dungeon, but his home away from home. I think he's just contemplating as he gets up, thinking about the fact that they're actually back in Neverwinter, not stuck in some random plane that he didn't ask to be in, but because someone decided to be loud and wrong, they got sent there. And not wrong, but still wrong time, wrong place. Regardless, just actually allowing himself to almost taste, even though he no longer has the ability to taste this material planar air around him. He finds himself getting up. He goes over to his stash of... Ooh, I need to make a quick wisdom saving throw to see which one he grabs. Okay. That's enough. You see him reach for a glass bottle of some sort that has clearly something viscous and red inside of it. And he wants to, but he shakes his head and he goes over to the other area. There's 3 different areas downstairs, down in the space. The experimental area, we'll call it, where he has his stash of various orange vials. And he's going to take one of them, pop the cork, pull it back, let that sink in before... I think actually he's going to go not immediately upstairs through the circular staircase. He's going to go to the doorway that's secretive. He's going to open it. He's going to go to Theodore's spot. He's going to let that other door kind of slide open. And this is going to be kind of weird, but he's going to try to sneak into Theo's room while he's still asleep. So you see what...
Go ahead and roll stealth.
Looks like. Oh, I have advantage, but yeah. That's a 33. I'll get roll again just to see. Just out of curiosity. Okay.
Yeah, we're looking at we're in natural 20 territory to even see that. If I even tried, if I wasn't asleep.
Do you have locking mechanisms? Do you sleep with doors open?
Oh,
probably not to Isaiah's space. I don't think there's any reason to. Probably to the outside. No offense to the rest of the party, but we're just. This is also a secret door. Let's make that very clear. So even if it wasn't just the party, other outside forces would have to get in to Isaiah's place, figure out that there was a secret passage to come in this way. So there's no reason to lock that one.
More importantly, he's not doing anything, he's not taking anything, not stealing anything, not trying to be like this creepy guy in the shadows, but I think he just goes to Theodore's room. If the door is open or closed, he's going to try to make sure it's as quiet as possible. And he's just going to check in on him, make sure the breathing is correct. Nothing seems off. He's doing for Theo what Theo has done for him all this time. Just making sure he's actually okay. Not necessarily looking for a role or anything like that, but just he feels an obligation in this moment after everything that's happened. And if everything looks on the up and up, wait, is Theo 2 out? Is T2 out?
I didn't have a chance to cast. So
Thank God.
It's just me. Just the OG right now.
T2's up, taking a shit. Pot of coffee on. I don't actually, but I just go through the motions. It's
yeah, he's just curled up, probably in the bed, kind of under the arm in this general area.
Okay. seeing that just things are okay, he's going to close the door. If there's anything not necessarily out of place, because you don't mess with someone's space, but he's just going to do a quick straighten up as he's starting to head back out. And he's going to go back through his space, go upstairs, leave through the front door, and start preparing for whatever might be next. They've gotten off track in a way. So he's gonna prepare some coffee for everyone else, get some of his own that Theo was able to modify so he can actually get some benefit from it. And then he's gonna kind of hit the books. Just do some research, understand what might come next. That's really all he's doing this part now.
Theo.
Well, I'm just very tired. It's been a long. I don't even know how many days it's been. It's been a while. I don't know how planar time works in Amonkhet. Felt like forever.
Yes, good point of order, because I know you personally asked, but I did get to address to everybody else. Now that Kalthorr is a awakened planeswalker, and Theodore now has access to Arcane Gate, 99.9% of your travel will involve you picking up exactly in the same timeline spot as you were before. You would have to be in some very intense plane or in the presence of someone trying to force that on you, like a very ancient archfey or deity within one of these spots. So yes, you are picking up immediately after putting out the fires inside the city.
Okay. I think it's just gonna be get up in the morning, just kind of stretch. Feel like that shoulder twinge there yesterday. I'm not sure. Just, we're just getting old. Just get up and maybe do a stretch and try to get out of bed, and then Adam will just push me back down into the bed because he doesn't want me to get up. And every time I try to move, he just jumps on top of me. And we do this back and forth for about 5 minutes before I have to shove him and then roll out of the bed. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to get up that day. And then just kind of gather all of my things and smell the keen smell of coffee brewing already. And then we're just going to make our way out because that's where the day has to start. So
there's already a cup that's sitting out. Let me phrase that. There's a warm cup. There's nothing in it because then the coffee itself would be lukewarm by that point. But there's a cup and there's some other things. But,
not to be confused with the early 2000s 2 Wizards 1 Cup.
Oh no!
Can we veto? Because I veto that.
The great part is that shit's so old now. People don't even know what it's talking about.
Only us old timers even know we have that visceral reaction. But anyway,
Davik.
Morning.
Davik is currently awaking from a recurring dream / nightmare. In this dream, he comes through a clearing. The sun shines through the leaves, and they're sitting on a cliffside. He sees the silhouette of this mother figure, his teacher, the person who saved him, protected him. And he comes up behind her through this clearing. And as he approaches, her back is turned to him. And he goes to reach out to touch her shoulder. And as she turns around, instead of seeing the face of Ippa. It's still her, but the scene suddenly changes. All around him is just fire and ash. Her face is horribly burned. And then she fades away to dust. And as she fades away, he reaches out to grasp her desperately, not able to hold on to anything. And then a figure approaches behind him, some entity, unclear. You just see a huge silhouette of some creature. And Davik turns to strike this entity with anger. And it's at that moment where he would connect with it that he wakes up, his fist fully engulfed and flamed. And he teleports through the fire as he makes this strike at nothing, waking from this nightmare. And he looks down at his...
What's the size of the ceilings inside your room?
Oh, very humble. Yeah, maybe 10 feet tall.
Is this one of those moments like being on the top bunk where you wake up from the nightmare and wham?
Yeah, just there's some casualty in the room, some fixture, you remember Davik's space is this, it's all paper, so it's like it's going up in flames. And he wakes up realizing what's happened, that he's hit air, he's teleported, his house is on fire, and he quickly puts out the flames and looks at the gauntlet, checks his head for the jaguar cowl and notices it's not there, but then as he looks down at his gauntlet, he sees a new rune on it that forms the shape of a jaguar. And then there's a moment of quiet reflection. And he goes through his morning routine: push-ups, sit-ups, meditation, and prepares to head out to meet the rest of the group.
Egrik.
Am I next or is Remy?
You go.
Okay. Egrik just sleeps in. So tired. Plane shifting has never been something she's done in that sense. And it took not just the physical or emotional strength out of it, but I think just her strength and will to live. She was exhausted after seeing Kalthorr break over and over again because we caused a lot of it. And she felt so bad knowing that they were outright hurting him. So as soon as they got back and they were able to draw chalk all over their, I guess both of their now, little altar. I don't know if she's heard back from Erebos, but they drew out the entire story from their minds into this art form as a way to tell the story that was promised to us to Erebos, which was the reason why she had told Kalthorr to take it. Hongshu, me.
As you sleep in, the rest of you that have gotten coffee in the main room, it doesn't take you very long to realize that there's more noise inside the room than just the percolator, as Remy will once again be taking a solid common room couch nap, as he is still in the same clothes that he was in before. Thankfully, multiple prestidigitations but finally, whether it was on the couch in a common room or not, getting a long rest and finally restoring his powers back. He'll do his best attempt to do the cat stretch. There's a few too many bones that crack. My COVID rib. Is that one's still out of place?
He's just gonna see as he's coming to, he's going to see a dark hand, a clawed hand outstretched with a cup in it with coffee and something a little extra spicy.
You are my patron saint.
That does a little too much void in me to be a saint, but drink up.
This morning you are, whether you like it or not.
We need everybody to be at their best for whatever comes next. Not to rush, but
I tend to be my best at takeout today and doing as little as possible.
okay. How you feeling? Don't answer that. How is everything back?
I can hear them. And that is the most important thing. The library is back. But all the existential dread of what we leave here every time is flooded all the way back. I just hope that Theodore's magic was enough to stop that fire.
Theodore can do a lot.
We're gonna go check on that.
You taking a stroll?
I mean, once everybody's, we don't. There's no summon. Nobody feels like we're being teleported right now, so I think we might actually have some time to see what's going on. But I honestly, I want to see how bad the damage was, because I couldn't do everything. But I just want to get a lay of the land of what's going on.
It's a damn good idea.
Still need to check in with some folk, see how things have been. I don't think we intended to leave, and yet anybody seen Egrik?
Hopefully getting some rest, same as the rest of us.
What time of day is it? 'Cause I woke up early, but I don't know what it is now.
If you guys woke up early, let's put it at 8 o'clock.
Okay. Cool. Let's give it another hour or so.
Or till
What about
noon.
this time?
Start your morning. Jeez. I'm not gonna wake up at 9.
About this time is when Davik would roll in from all his stuff and just, again, way too much energy in the morning. Morning, everyone.
Oh, that's got a certain ring to it.
I just said back of your teeth.
Yeah,
Right.
hearing you say that, he'll run up to Remy. So they're back, right, Mr. Remy? That's awesome.
Oh yeah, they're back, all right. they're back, and you're back too. Don't you? Are you already done meditating for the day?
Well, I do it at multiple times, but I mean, don't worry. If like we can have a day full of just. I mean, hey, it could just be me and you if you want.
If you're making the tea, I have no problem meditating. After all, Probably do me some good to connect back to the voices inside my head for a little bit instead of the silence and the shit I've been spewing inside there. I didn't realize that I needed everybody else to flood my head so I didn't hear my own damn thoughts. I'm gonna reach into my pocket. I'm gonna feel that deck. I'm gonna take those cards. I'm gonna put them back in their case. And put that back in to my bag of holding.
Isaiah's gonna watch that. And just not necessarily eyebrow raise, but
Roll a perception check.
okay. Why would I get off this? No. Hurry up. Stop it. There we go. Perception. 31.
31. I will send you a DM.
Off to a good start this morning.
The DM.
This is a spicy morning.
Spicy meatball.
So are we gonna hit the town or?
I mean, as far as I can tell, not much time has passed since the fires started. We were able to put a stop to what I think was a lot of them, but I don't know if things kept raging when we were wherever we just were. So I just like to see what is this, did it continue, casualties, damage, people without homes, any of this kind of stuff, just to see what kind of damage we're dealing with. And I don't think anybody knows why it happened necessarily. But for what it's worth, collectively, some maybe more than others, is why it happened. Why they're here.
This fire, I think that was the week that I was out. Was it? What was? Okay. So the town got ravaged?
Yeah. Long story short, the Big Top Circus caught fire, and then it started spreading throughout Neverwinter, and we were trying to stop it from doing that.
From Rakdos.
From Rakdos, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Who Kalthorr had control over for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Spotting what he spotted, says nothing about it, but does look at Remy for a moment, and then looks back at the group. Yeah, information is always good, and at least getting that, not necessarily acting on it, but
yeah, just straight recon at this point. See what's going on, figure out what's up. This whole Apple cult, if you will, is still present, I assume. That kind of brought it to a head, and they seem to be 2 degrees of chaos working kind of in tandem, but not really. They're just kind of both against us in a way. But that's still that's still happening. That's still here. So to some effort, we need to, keep thinking and brainstorming how we're going to deal with that before we end up getting sent off to who knows where.
I mean, that's also the question. Are we going to deal with it? That's not me being pessimistic. That's me being...
The problem is, and I think we've hit this a few times, is I don't know what we could do. This is a citywide thing.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Continue.
I mean, I'm open to suggestions, but we're talking, again, this is like an anti-propaganda, like a reverse propaganda campaign to come up with reasons why you shouldn't go for these apples. And we're just basically, they're already got a foothold here. We're fighting, we're already, behind the 8 ball on this, trying to get people back and get rid of these secrets to stop powering the Whispered One.
It's pretty hard to tell people to stop partying.
Yeah, I know. This is a fun look out, guys. It's the fun police. Like
nobody drink the apple cider. Hey, you.
yeah.
This guy is unhealthy.
I know.
Listen, at some point, we got to realize that we're not going to be able to stop everybody from getting their groove on or whatever, but we can stop the tree that's growing these apples. We can chop it down, root it out. But that also won't be easy. So again, let's just go out there. 1, check up on the big top of the area. 2, check in on our friends on the other side who might have seen more. You got that guy, or whoever they are, right there. Locks it out? No, a gift. There's something. Yeah. I can check with Tanner.
What was his name? Heffalumps and Woozles. I can't. Hoggles.
Hogglesweed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hogglesweed, yeah.
You guys going to a magic shop?
God. Yes, Davik.
No, Davik. Any thought you have right now, put them away.
I'm just along for the ride. I want to go. I want to see what it's all
You
about.
got excited about a magic shop when you just dealt with a magic shop in Armonquette and almost got it.
I came out unscathed. I don't even know what you're talking about, Mr. Isaiah.
What is Davik's favorite cold treat? It can be a beverage. It can be a food item. Could just be a cold towel.
Somewhere along the way, Davik was drinking some sort of let's call it a chocolate milkshake, and some mint found its way in there. So
he's got some liquid
milkshake.
Girl Scout cookie over here.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That Arby's Andy Thin Mints hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, wouldn't that be cool if we were sponsored, but specifically by an Arby's seasonal shake?
I mean, they made dice during COVID times. You could get Arby's dice.
Theodore's Orange Dream.
Hit
Who
us up,
doesn't love a
Arby's. I'm
dreamsicle?
down.
We're not just here for the meats, baby.
Stop.
Yeah, and let's just say he discovered this during a blizzard, so he calls it the blizzard, and it just has.
Oh.
Gifted to him by some sort of queen of dairy. It's crazy.
When you pick up a snowball, can you put it upside down and it doesn't fall out of your
You
hand?
can actually. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh no.
Hey, if you're going to a dairy hut, I don't want any part of of Baba Yaga Queen. Remy's gonna stare at you. What are you gonna do now that you can't have any more blizzards, Davik?
What do you mean?
You traded your bag. You got to be like every other smuck and line up in front of the ice cream stand. Don't act like I haven't seen you sneaking it. One after lunch. One before bed. You got a lot of discipline except for them blizzards.
It's okay. Sometimes the sugar is an important part of and I metabolize really fast, so I just have to.
Well, you do now. You're a youngin'. You get up in our age.
Oh, I think it's coughs.
Trust me, it slows down. It slows down.
Well, I figure a magic shop would have some sort of.
No, they haven't invented artificial sweetness here yet. It's not a thing. We can't do it. We don't have the technology. Why do you think Theodore wears so many robes? He's got to cover it up. He used to
Let's just say
he told me he used to love chocolate so much he doesn't even like it anymore.
It's true. I cannot stand chocolate anymore.
Let's just say.
Isaiah just stares at him.
He raises his left arm and ice begins to swirl around it, just kind of just making a mini swirl of ice. It's like, the blizzards are secured, all right? Just. And he'll kind of dissipate the ice.
You're a primal force of nature, Davik. I appreciate that. I'm going to throw him very Quaalude Elvis Presley style, like a small scarf handkerchief. I haven't stopped sweating for hours now. Could you cool that thing down for me?
Oh, sure thing. He'll freeze it solid and hand it back to you.
Thank you. As he takes this
Scott.
As I press it against my chest, as it hurt my neck as it slowly melts into place. They called it a dry heat. I think if we're gonna go walk the block, I think I need to exercise these demons.
The outhouse is out of the house, so don't. Oh, a different demon. Never mind. Listen.
I look out and I see Slop leaving it. I wouldn't go in there for at least another hour.
Well, that gives you some time to woo-saw or whatever you and Davik do.
Where does Slop sleep at?
Don't ask me. I don't watch him. I'm assuming with Kalthorr and Egrik.
He gets by, I'm sure.
Cuts to a scene when we've been gone where Slop has very much done the Goldilocks and the Three Bears. He's approached like everybody's room. Like he's constantly been searching for some place to sleep, but he's only found other people's rooms. There's that moment where he's like, he's on Kalthorr's bed. It's big, but it's too stiff. He finds Egrik's, but he's laying bent over across the side of it. You know, there's one where he gets to Theodore's room, but he doesn't understand the runes to get in, even though it's open. Slop looks over at the literal cave entrance that goes down for Isaiah's. Slop don't like the way that looks. It's creepy. He goes through your Zen garden, just destroys it, like completely. On the way in. Davik sleep here? Davik sleep on a paper plate. This is uncivilized. Our poor man's has been park benching it up since he arrived.
Oh no!
We gotta build the guy a bed.
Oh yeah.
Only
What do you say we go find him a bed while we go into town?
He has slept in Egrik's bed before. Kalthorr thought it was her. And she was like, I'm down here.
I think this is a proper opportunity to start thinking about some facilities here.
Segway is wild.
After all, even if he does feel that he is somehow indebted to us eternally, we deserve to provide a bit more for our friend. Not to mention, Slop can't take care of all this alone.
True.
I don't like other people being in here. Especially when y'all trying to get butt naked nasty or not, whatever the hell they're doing.
Now you just make it sound like a good time.
No. Maybe once upon a time.
Well, we're going to have to trust someone, or sometime we're going to come back here and there ain't going to be no keep, and I don't want to think about the position that we're putting Slop in to begin with. Having to cook, clean, defend himself, and it ain't right.
No, you bring up a good point. Well, I think it's important that if we are going to look to add other people, I'd say we got to vet them, right? We got to know who we're dealing with. This isn't going to be just strangers off the street. We're not putting an open casting call to say, hey, come, we need, groundskeepers or whatever it is. Come on in. We want to know these people. These are going to be folks we're comfortable with bringing in here.
As you say that, Davik just crumples a piece of paper that he was scribbling on and throws it away.
But also, beggars can't be choosers.
You're right.
We're at the whim of the city.
He goes and grabs it out of the trash.
Either way, I can, at the very least, with some of the newfound gifts, I can at least see if they're on the up and up or not. No, I haven't used it on any of y'all. I don't pry into people's thoughts without permission.
Appreciated.
Oh no, I check your thoughts every day.
Yeah, well, I kind of figured, but
He actually laughs. Chuckles.
Good morning.
Oh no.
hey, buddy.
Love this
There's the
toddler
morning
so
spirit.
much. It's our 2-year-old.
No. Yes, Egrik, I got slop go number 2. Good to have everyone back. Where did you go?
The hell if I know, man.
It was hot.
Desert.
It's like
Oh,
sand.
desert. I thought I tracked all of that in from Davik Zen Garden.
Is that you that's leaving those big... Mr. Slop, you gotta walk on the stones. They're for, you don't...
Too small. Big feet. Heavy. Sand feel good between Slop's toes.
It does kind of feel good, I'll give you that.
When sand absorbs sun, it's still warm in the evening. Cool, crisp air, warm sand. Slop sleep there sometimes.
Slop.
Speaking of sleep,
Yeah. In a couple of words or less, if you had your perfect, why are we doing this? Your perfect sleeping spot, where would it be? What would it look like?
Ooh, big water bed. Yeah, always wanted water bed. Never slept in one. Too small. I would fill the whole ocean in a water bed.
Okay.
it might be a little big, buddy.
Yeah, I get told that a lot.
Okay.
Oh, Slop, show you something where you've been gone. I said, look. And Slop has gotten someone to make a single lens giant pair of sunglasses.
Are they red tinted?
Oh, it's red. It's
Wait, is he not a Cyclops, or is he?
oh yeah, Slav is a giant cyclops.
One single lens.
One single
Yeah.
lens.
That's why you said lenses, and I was like, wait.
Oh, my bad.
I think you were making like multiple glasses or whatever.
Isaiah looked at him and go, all right, I'll give you that. You look good. Be careful, though.
Slop can't see where he's going with them, but they look cool.
Don't look at the sun while you have them on, because then you think you can look at the sun when you have them off, and you can't.
That's deep.
It's not.
It's not just.
Maybe you should give him an extra one of your gun thingies.
No. Respectfully, I think you.
It'd be like having two Isaiahs. Think about it.
Slop gunslinger. Pew 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 pew. Just like Isaiah.
I appreciate that. You want to dress like me for a
No,
part.
I don't
No.
want to dress like you. If I wanted to dress like someone, I'd dress like Theodore.
Hold on, chill. I look good.
Too tight fitting for Slop.
Give him the gun.
Give him the gun.
Theodore's robes look comfy. And they're orange, so people can see me when I cross the street.
Okay. Multi-purpose.
All right. Well, we're going into town for a bit, and if we see something, maybe not. It might not be a bed of water, but we see something, we'll try to bring it back. We're gonna get you your own space. You are part of this group.
Slop get his own space? No.
If you want that.
Slop would
That
love
means you're
that.
a pal now.
You see him? Boom, 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 boom. Like 15 steps, he's coming in for the real thing.
Oh no! I think Isaiah's too gets stunned. Like, what the hell?
You see, Isaiah, he is going to hug and lift a good 3 inches off the ground.
I would love to see that drawn just like in a cartoon.
Okay, Slop, respectfully, I don't know if you know how to wash your hands, so just.
No, I've been learning.
I'm proud of you.
Press the digitakana.
Pretty close, buddy.
Remy is going to go and use sleight of hand to see if he can pull this off to where Slop doesn't know any different, and try to get this thing out. Oh no! Oh no!
You should luck that.
Actually, burn my indomitable.
Okay.
That is funny.
This is totally worth it. Oh yeah, let's go. I don't know where Slop is currently at inside of Foundry, but we're gonna give him, I mean, it is one giant eyeball. So let's go ahead and give him a +6. Oh my god, rollies!
Oh, rollies.
Wait, what if he could see with Egrik's 300 feet permanently with his glasses?
Oh,
I put Twilight into
Let's
them.
go! Remy with a 9, Slop with a 1. Remy just kind of cocks a side-eye grin. Slop wizard now. Slop wizard. Press the digatongagon.
Yeah, press the.
Tamalama Tauntaun.
Yeah.
Okay, put me down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Gets down, just dusts himself off, adjusts, because the hell.
Slop, you're basically a giant gunslinger wizard.
Ooh.
A glizzard.
I don't think Slop get fingers around gun.
Yeah, not this one, no. But you let us know what your heart wants you to do. Whether that's just swing things with a hammer or a gun or just being a cook. Hey, sometimes it ain't about fighting. Sometimes it's about coming back to a place or a home and it's clean. You got food waiting. Everybody got that spot.
First thing Slop do, Slop get rid of railroad ties. Railroad ties get hot and sticky in the sun. No more railroad ties at the keep. Oh, no. Davik, Zingarden, replace with stones, something else. Railroad ties, horrible. So sticky.
Well, I think we're talking about getting you your own spot that you can make how Slop wants.
No, Slop want no railroad ties if you can agree. No.
We'll pencil that one, Slop, and come back to it
Slop
later.
gets you all the rocks. No railroad ties.
Okay. He wants to get going so badly, but he realizes it's only been like 5 minutes. Just okay. How about everybody do whatever they need to? I'll wake up Egrik in a couple hours. And we'll go from there.
Mr. Theodore.
Yes, Slop.
Would you like me to do anything for your garden?
Oh, buddy. Well, what are you thinking?
Well, I've been watering it while you've been gone.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I think for right now, I'm just, you know what? I haven't even seen it in a while, so I think I'm going to go check it out, and we'll go from there.
Slop not so good at pulling weeds. Hands big, weeds small.
That's fair. We could probably come up with something to make that easier for you if that's what you want to do. But again, like Isaiah said, if you just want to stick to, cooking as a primary, that can be your thing. Or, something else if you've got other ambitions.
Slop could spend whole time on menu?
I don't see why not. I think everybody here would enjoy that.
Slop needs sous chef.
I'm sure we can find somebody.
Slop need organic ingredients more.
Okay.
Kind of
work to expand the garden and get you some more food. We can figure something out.
Slop really want to make squash soup.
That sounds great.
Yes. Squash soup and wild rice and turkey chowder.
Listen, you're speaking my language, so I'm down.
Okay. All right.
So we'll find you squash soup ingredients and you'll not touch my sand, right?
As long as you get rid of those railroad ties.
Everything stays, Mr. Slop. It's very intentional.
Fine. You get squash. I won't touch the railroad ties anymore.
Thank you. Sorry for elevating my voice.
And Davik, you have seen there's just handprints all over it where he has pressed in to the sap in the tar that's bubbled up over the top, and you can see he's pulled just the whole railroad tie has come up and out. You can see she's shaking it and it's a sensory
if
thing.
anything happens to this child, I will cry. Like, I will quit. He has forever plot armor, please. He's only a toddler.
You know, Davik, if you want to just make this all out of stone, I'm not saying you have to, saying everything's intentional, but we probably could make that work for you. We could figure something out.
I'll consider it.
It would be literally no imposition to make it out of stone, really.
Could
You think on it. Think on it.
Slop stone hut?
Yeah, easily.
I've never had hut before. Only cave. Cave cold.
Sure. Okay. All right. Hang on. While everybody, we wait for Egrik to wake up and everybody's doing their things. Why don't I sketch up some stuff and you tell me what you want and we'll see if we can't get a design for your hut and then we'll see if we can't make this happen.
Slop want house on the hill. Yes.
Okay. I mean, we can make a hill. We can do that. We can get a hill in here.
Then
we can make something.
Slop can look over all rest of employees.
Okay. So we need a hill.
Slop!
We need a hut. Man, this is what happens. You give him an inch. You give a mouse a cookie. You get this is what goes on here.
Slop has ambition.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. So we need a
2
hill
soups.
with a hut on it that's not cold. If I've got it all correct so far.
Davik has heated garden. Slop want heated stone hut.
Sure. Yep. We can do some geothermal something. We'll figure it out for you. We'll get it. I promise.
Geothermal.
We'll get there, buddy. We'll get there.
Yes. Oh, yes. I there were some of these still spread out all over the yard. I read one and caught the lawn on fire.
No.
Oh no.
As he hands you, he's recovered 2 of the fire spell scrolls.
Okay. Yep. Thank you, Slop. Oh no. Okay.
I trusted him.
Hey, listen.
Slop make good compost. Soil nitrogenated. Yes.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. We'll just put those
At
in the
least
robes.
that's what neighbors told me when they come by and they see big fire.
Yeah. How are the neighbors doing? Slop? They come by often?
No, I've only met them through fire.
Okay.
But everything else was on fire while you were gone as well. So.
Okay. That tracks.
While they're talking about this, Isaiah's just gonna look back at Remy. Just gonna, hey, come with me real quick. I need to. I'm not really that strong, and I need to move something around in my upper deck. Can you just help me for a bit?
He's gonna look really beady-eyed over at you. Knowing damn well that nobody asked Remy to move anything, let alone sometimes move his own ass off the couch. He will take the opportunity to get up and pour a little something extra special in that glass and follow wherever you lead him.
He's just going to go to, because he has the upper section of the decrepit house part before you go through the fireplace and go downstairs. She's gonna go into there, and there is these older couches that can be sat on, and he's gonna sit on one. All right. Yeah, that was a load of bullshit.
Oh, I certainly couldn't tell.
I can lie if I want to.
Nobody asked me to move anything.
No.
But they really should. as I will actually use part of a telekinetic shove.
Ooh.
And I'm just going to move like a heavy trunk, a giant antique travel trunk that may be up here. Somebody went to Restoration Hardware and thought this would look cool, but there's nothing in it. As I move it about 3 feet and then move it back.
You holding out on us?
I'm not allowed to grow and learn new tricks.
I ain't say that. Just now I see that you more than just putting a little bit of negativity on somebody and making their life a living hell.
True. I've grown. But I'm still full of hexes.
I can see that. More importantly, I could see why do you have his deck?
He's going to pause. Well, for one, if there's anyone that's the keeper of the cards, it's me. But yeah, I do have Sir Timothy's deck. And he's going to pull out from his pocket a deck of cards. I could go on and on about how we had some sort of precious moment where he lost these. And we got to have one of those classic moments. But that's just not true. I never won these cards from Timothy. Matter of fact, I don't think I ever saw Timothy ever draw one. But I sure saw him shuffle it a lot. And he thought about it long and hard. About the same way I thought about it long and hard when I saw it sitting on the shelf over in Sigil. You know, when they let us go take a little stroll. Well, some things you just don't forget.
Do you talk to him still? Or are you able to?
I haven't heard his voice since the day he left us. The only voice that I try but cannot hear.
See,
That
that's
little
the part. That's what concerns me. Not that I really shouldn't be thinking about it, but when I saw that, I guess. And just like Remy pulled out that deck, you're going to see Isaiah pull out from a pouch that he has. And it's one that he's kept concealed, like underneath his jacket. You see him pull out a kind of ornate looking bottle. Smaller. And it's filled with a very, very...
Isaiah, thank you, but I'm already three shots deep.
Wait.
It's not even noon yet. We haven't even woke up Egrik.
It ain't for you.
That's just rude.
Sorry. When we met with Sangora, and she gave me something, along with the abilities that I have, she gave me this. You know fate and dex and psychic energies more than anyone I know, and I know blood. And I know Sir Timothy's blood. Why she gave me a vial of it, I don't know. But she said it was special. I haven't touched it since, and I don't know if I will. But she said I guess, I feel like in a time of need, I might, but there's multiple avenues of his life, his adventures at this point. You getting those cards from Sigil, I'm getting this from Sangora. I don't know where this man at. And now I'm more curious. And I thought you would be too.
I don't understand why everyone seems to have pieces of our friend, let alone his own blood in a vial. I can understand a magic item. It gets traded. These things, they're currency. I guess you can say the same for a vial of blood, but what... Did she tell you anything? How fresh is it?
I mean, I've seen blood become coagulated and stale, more dead than it already is in a way. It's fresh. It's touched by something. I think I could drink this now and be overjoyed, and that concerns me.
Well, do you believe in yourself and your own willpower? Or are you asking me for help?
Today's a day of information, and I think it's just confirming. You said you ain't heard from him. You got his cards. I got his blood. I ain't about wishful thinking, but all signs lead to there's something that we are mistaken. And that something might be his untimely death.
Or maybe not. You said it's fresh.
I'm gonna hand him the vial. It looks, from my understanding, it looks pristine. It looks vibrant. Though I think there will be like an underlay of like almost something maybe black or something streaking through ever so often. I don't know, man. I don't think it's something we can look into right now, but just wanted to keep it in your ear, on your mind. If we find anything else,
We need to find out what vampires took this from Timothy.
that's going to require a conversation with Sangora.
going to give an investigation check.
Ooh.
If you don't mind.
Hey. I just...
Remy walks up and puts kind of his hands on either side of this vial. And you know for certain that this is his?
She didn't have to tell me. There are many things I can doubt about my life, about who I am, about what I do. But if any of y'all got hurt, I would be able to sniff you out. I know what I'm smelling. I know what I'm sensing. And like I said, there's something else about it, but
Then you know.
it's his.
If it's his, I think we understand a bit more of the story than we didn't know before. I'm assuming you shared this with Theodore.
Not yet. I'm not trying to get hope up. Not with this group. Because I don't want that hope to be taken away. Especially with the road that we're on right now. We don't need that. Respectfully, I can handle a lot more than most of them can. Not saying they haven't been through fires, but this is a different type.
I feel like we're all getting played. Everything, it's just. It was already bad enough that I found this and I kept it a secret for myself. Now you've been given a vial of blood that you think is his, and you kept it a secret, and now it's a secret again with us. I don't know if we're any better than the rest of the folks that are running around eating these apples.
We're not giving in to debauchery and having a bacchanal outside.
No,
and
they're living the truest form.
If I were to live my truest form right now, respectfully, I wouldn't be alive. So
Eventually,
no.
all houses of cards fall. Isaiah.
You're speaking to someone who has already muttered very similar words over and over to himself. You don't gotta convince me. I know that. I'm just saying.
Well, as he looks down with his hands, trying to feel any semblance of Sir Timothy's aura. When are we going to tell the rest of the group that he broke his oath?
That's what I was afraid of.
As it
That's
no
what I was
longer
feeling.
exists. Only this thin veil of darkness.
Well, tell him when it's right. This ain't about keeping secrets. We just need to make sure that We just came back from Amonkhet. So everybody get their heads back on straight.
I'll follow your lead, but I don't like it. And I'm not questioning your decision making. What I don't like is the trail of breadcrumbs that we're being given about our friend. A trail that we can't follow, yet seems like everybody else has a piece of.
That's exactly my issue. We got crumbs, and we don't have the capability to act on those crumbs right now. So the best we can do is focus on what we can act on until we get more.
Yeah. These secrets. As he pulls out a card from his pocket. Yeah, I did draw one. And he flips over that card. And he shows Isaiah. And that's where we're ending that scene. I will message you what card it is.
All right.
How dare you?
All right, so what are you thinking about how high this hill is, Slop? Like, what are we thinking? What kind of elevation are we talking about? We got to worry about shoring. We don't want to undercut this, because if we do this, then the whole thing is going to come down. Foundation has to be solid. I want to make sure this is going to hold up to your weight. There's a lot of work to be done here.
Yeah, Strong hill? Yeah.
Oh, got it. Strong hill. We can work with strong hill, buddy.
But yeah, no, strong like stone. Yeah, actually, we get big hearth.
Yeah.
Slop want to try his hand at artisan pizza. Too hot inside main room. Need big stone hearth.
Pizza Hut.
What
Brick-
what if you make the pizza in the hut?
Listen, brick oven, I got you. We can do that.
Ooh.
No one out pizzas the hut. Come on, we got this.
No one out pizzas my hut. Ooh. And large offset smoker rotisserie.
And it's just like there's a scratch like pad, and we're just writing down all of these ideas, and it's like, okay, all right, yeah,
And-
okay, mm-hmm,
Mr. Theo, we need.
yeah.
We're gonna need. Baracas for the other employees.
Yes, a barracks. Yes, that's a good
Yes.
idea.
Yeah,
Okay, see, we're
yeah.
okay. Yep, we can do that too.
Then Slop can keep eye on them. Tell them what to do.
Good. No, I like. This is good. See,
Yes.
everybody
Some
else.
kind of way we
Slop.
found like they could give you orders, Slop, and we could dash the food and just bring it right to their door.
We're done.
Slop doesn't dash. But Slop wants to make sure that if new employees don't go around sleeping in your beds.
That sounds like a good use of your time as well.
Yeah, and Slop can't can the tomatoes. They're too small.
Sure.
Slop's
Listen,
hands are too big.
this is good. There's, I mean,
Wow, Slop, you filled up 6 pages.
it's just like blueprint page after blueprint page, just with charcoal crossing things out. And it's like, okay, No, this is good.
Ted, point of order,
Yeah.
is your simulacrum, is it active? Is it back up today?
I haven't had 12 hours to cast it, so.
Okay, this is good. Slop will not break down into a fit of psychosis by seeing two of you inside the room.
Yes, correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
I haven't
okay.
had a 12-hour stint to do that.
Slop
This
doesn't
is
have to
just
roll
me
on
and-
the madness table this morning.
No, this is just me and the big guy, and apparently my long history in construction and concrete work and all this kind of stuff in the real world is coming into play in D&D. We're building foundations. We're good to go.
Hold that thought. All right. So, as Slop is going to go back in, and he's going to pull out a tray of Egrik-shaped cinnamon rolls, and they're all little goblin heads, but they're in different, like, one of them's like unconscious, one of them's like Egrik tongue out. It's like the faces of Egrik.
Egrik emojis.
Slop will come. Slop be back. Need to take Egrik breakfast in bed.
All right, I'll get to work.
And he saves none of them for anyone else. He's bringing you 20 Egrik cinnamon rolls.
Is he saying anything? Like as he comes in, or is he just...
Slop would kind of peer over, and when he peers over to like look in your room, he has the Isaiah sunglass on, and he's got to like lift the lens up, like drop his peepers in there. Are you still asleep?
Sorry. Blink, blink.
I'm sorry. Slop, sorry. Stop bringing cinnamon rolls.
Those look and smell great. She's actually just doing yoga. She doesn't know what she's doing. It's very bad. She's like trying to bend over and stretch her side, but instead it's like this.
That doesn't look so good.
I'm very nimble, actually. You see this one? Watch. This one really freaks him out. Ready? Oh yeah.
Brother.
All right. Now I'm ready for cinnamon rolls, and she gets up. Whew.
These cinnamon rolls for Egrik. No for Kalthorr. He eat breakfast with the rest of them. This is for you. Special Egrik cinnamon rolls.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As a goblin, that makes her so happy. It's hers, all hers. Thank you.
Surprise in one of them.
Sorry, that startled Sam. Egrik would get actually really stoked and think it's like a king cake. Find the baby.
It is.
So like she has to dig in.
It is a king cake, and he has a small, very obvious, like army man that he has modified and melted to try to make it look like a little goblin. It's a little
Oh my gosh, you were building your own mini.
little baby Egrik in his cinnamon roll king cake.
Is its face like kind of like? Bleh.
Oh yeah, dude, it's a horror show completely. But you can see it's like sticking up, but it doesn't stop Slot from having a big smile on his face, and he's just gonna set the tray down, and he's going to make sure you notice as he pushes the Isaiah scuffed sunglass down, and
That's really cool. Why don't I ever use sunglasses? Where'd you get those?
oh, Slop go to market.
Did you go to the market?
Yeah, A garden can't provide everything yet.
Is that a metaphor for something?
Ingredients. For making cinnamon rolls, bruschetta, Slop learned bruschetta.
But are you just learning to bake bread?
No, but I decorate it with balsama.
Balsam lick.
Yeah.
It's really good dressing, actually. Kalthorr likes it a lot.
Yeah, balsam ginger, good.
Boss, I'm a ginger.
I like you. Okay, stop.
I
Get
like
back
you
to
too.
his hut.
You have a hut, and she's assumed during this conversation has been digging through each one of these to find the army man baby. And so her hands are covered in variations of these lovely sticky cinnamon rolls that are green, but at least it blends in. They don't look too bad, but she's gonna get up and kind of run after him to wherever he's going. Get out of the room.
He's gonna walk. He's got a certain strut.
Has he got like a sassy walk?
He's got a sassy
Because
walk.
he like started getting confident and shaking his hip.
Yeah, he's also he has an array of sleeveless shirts that kind of out of necessity. They're definitely like total gym bro. They're more of a poncho at this point, as they're definitely like different materials sewn together. Like you can tell it's like 4 quilts have been put together like over the top.
Did he break into my poncho closet?
I will say this whole episode could truly be a sponsorship from Skillshare. I'm Slop, and I learned this by going to Skillshare. Because he's like Barbie right now. He's Dr. Barbie, he's Baker Barbie, he's Sewer Barbie.
He's been trying to run this keep by himself, you know?
He's doing a bang up job.
He is. Hey, Skillshare, hit us up.
We're gonna get him some help. That's the plan.
That Slop Bastion shirt's gonna be a number one seller. Nobody outpieces the hut. So, with everyone convening back in to the common area, are you guys going to set off and take that promenade and go check out the neighborhood?
Let's do
Yes.
I think so, yeah. That is the vibe.
Slop, start working on lunch now. We pick up with Hut later.
I like that idea. Also, good morning, afternoon, good night, everyone. I'm here. I'm going with you. Slop said he went to the market.
Well, Slop has done a lot.
I know, isn't he great? I'm so glad that we were able to hang out with them and find them, and you know.
Mr.
You're doing
Slop,
great,
how'd
Mr.
you pay
Slop.
for all this?
Wait, how do you pay for
You guys
You guys
are
don't-
See your credit card?
well. I mean, Davik may not
Put
be,
it on our
but
tab.
the rest of this party is wealthy and has been wealthy for several years in adventuring.
Egrik is so rich. That's
Yeah,
because
we're
of her
just-
goblin self.
Remy stole the sports almanac and put everything on the
To
Cubs.
say,
That's
Checks out.
yeah. So actually, Davik, this is a good question. 100%. You've definitely your bills have been spread out amongst this group inside of here, as you've just recently become wealthy within this group in the first couple of jobs.
Davik is flat broke college kid before joining this group.
When the debit for the keep hits, it hits your account hard. You know, it's one of those like, oh yeah, ours are fine. We've been seeing transactions like this come out all the time. You're looking at it, you're like, carry the one. Is that 12 gold left in there until the next allowance? Just enough.
Yeah.
Luckily, you don't live a very lavish lifestyle.
That's it. Keep
Even
it simple,
less
baby.
now without the bag of coal links. So.
I didn't have anything in there to begin with.
Oh, that moment when everyone's going to be required to have something inside of it. Oh, man. As you guys go and exit the keep, you guys get a moment to kind of turn around and really eye everything up in this multi-parcel plot of land that you have. Just looking at the fortified walls around the entire space. No guards, no scouts, no maintenance, just a bare bones keep. And you all know there is nothing sadder on this planet than showing up to a kingdom, a fiefdom, a duke, or king and queen with an unkept keep. All the time and resources that it takes to build and construct these things. The walls that could talk over the memories that have been forged in between them. Passed on over centuries sometimes with this fine mason and stonework. All to be left to deteriorate like a shitty Weber grill on the back porch of somebody's college rental house. Rusted, unkept, and forgotten. You guys are in dire need of upkeep. Tonight is a spiritual session to think about what's most important inside your keep. Your thoughts are going to loom long after, because we will be taking a Bastion turn over the next week, as we will decipher some of these wonderful rules that Ted has so elegantly provided on his YouTube channel. So we can start thinking about functionally running this and the awesome mechanics that come with the decisions about what we want to maintain inside of our space.
Ooh.
And chat, you are all the potential employees. That's how it is. This is, we're hiring. It's going to be open hire.
Egrik's looking for a butler, please.
I'd be lying if I haven't already written up 30 NPCs based on this thing already. I've already done a lot of this on my end.
It's not just names. He has personalities, traits. It's ridiculous.
I have a problem, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you've got 4 right here.
It's at that moment when you guys get towards the portcullis that you realize that Kalthorr has not risen for the day.
I was going to say that Egrik would have noticed it almost immediately, but didn't say anything as everybody was already ready to go, and since they weren't fussed about where's Kalthorr or anything, she figured he's already up and maybe gone. She doesn't know he's asleep.
Isaiah just was like, he had a long trip.
Yeah.
If he ain't up yet, he's probably knocked out, and he's probably not going to get up for a bit.
We'll find out with whatever Baddie tells us.
He got a tattoo.
Baby's first planeswalk. So.
Yeah, he went and got a planeswalker on his arm.
Baby's first planeswalk.
He gets the date on his chest.
Oh, no regrets. All right. Is there anything that you want to grab, procure, do, or say before you guys begin walking down the streets of Neverwinter for the first time since the fall festival drew you into a long cycle of good and evil?
Nothing outside
Davik,
of
just
normal
before
stuff.
we head out, just gonna walk up to Remy with two mint chocolate blizzards, one in each hand, and just kind of look at you and then look to your bag of colding and just like,
Oh no, this is already starting a bad precedent. Yeah, this is exactly what I told you.
but it's not like it's gonna make it any heavier. I got one for you. You can.
Is it the same mint chocolate chip?
Yeah. Well, yours has a little bit of that rum stuff in it.
Oh man, what is it? Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Remy. Just do like a little skip and walk out the door.
And in true New Orleans fashion, even though he's not driving, he still bends the straw. And you got to be old as dirt to know that lore.
Yep.
As you guys go begin to make your walk, I'm going to let you guys go break, refill your waters. We'll run a quick ad. We'll be right back.
I need to be right back.
I need a water bad.
Pizza's the Hut.
It's unintentional. I just
Yeah, good water.
I
I had the best seat in the house. That was a great first half. Truly just sitting here enjoying it.
Did not have that on my docket for today.
I was like, slop is how I'm going to introduce that we need help.
Yeah. No, that worked out. That was expertly cued.
Slop is overworked and underpaid. Employee number one, dude.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna hold down with chat, I will go and refill this real quick.
I'll
Thank you.
cover you. Go for it.
Oh man, Slop got me parched.
What's up, chat? How we doing? I got you. Ted from Nerdimmersion here, holding down the fort because that's how we roll. But yeah, no, excited to roll out with a Bastion system here in the near future. Again, if you guys look, I just put out a video. Short, don't go now because we're streaming, but like shortly, like right before the stream started. It's called literally like building like a Bastion, and I am building Theodore's Bastion in that video, like going through the efforts of how to design that. I didn't touch on the NPCs, but that's a lot because like each special facility you put in a Bastion has a hireling that the player gets to design, come up with the name, personality, and so on for them. And that's just a fun thing for the player to do. I thought for a moment about allowing my YouTube comments, but I didn't want Bodie McBoatface, the NPC, so I said I think I'm going to hold off on that. So.
I have ice cream.
Yeah. Well, there's been a lot of talk about ice cream, so.
Yeah. And so I was like, I can't wait for break. I actually just messaged my husband if he would bring me the ice cream. And then RoBear was like, we'll be right back. And I was like, just kidding. I'll go get it.
I believe Slop canonically he might be huge size.
Yes, he is.
He's like same size as Kalthorr, maybe bigger.
Kalthorr is
when Kalthorr is raging.
Yeah, when he's,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we had like that one little bit of character art during the scene, but
well, what kind of ice cream?
we have to get group art made.
I was right there with you, Ted. What kind of ice cream?
Yep. Take a break.
Okay. It rhymes with gin and carries. Country below Canada, opposite of nightmare. Solve the puzzle.
Stephen Colbert's American Dream. Yeah, I know my
I've
Ben and
never had
Jerry's.
that
I
one.
usually
I
don't.
like fish food.
I like not really any of them. Those are my only options. I like
Honestly,
Haagen-Dazs, strawberry, or Bluebell anything, but Bluebell doesn't exist out here, and it makes me cry.
My favorite, because it only comes out around, well, probably starting around this time, and you could only get it at Walmart of all places, but is the Little Debbie Christmas tree cake ice cream. Yeah. And they even have it in chocolate and vanilla. And it has chunks of Christmas tree cakes in it. It's amazing. It's my favorite ice cream.
Is it out now?
It should be. It's seasonal for the holidays usually, but so we're coming up on it if it's not out already.
So I always like to go Bluebell cookie dough, and I forget how I came up with this. I think it was one of those things where like is the Bluebell ice cream, the Bluebell cookie dough ice cream, and graham crackers crumpled up in it. It's so good.
Yeah. I can never get it anymore. But I was in San Antonio a couple weeks ago for work stuff. And I hung out with Baddie one day. And then he dropped me back off at the hotel, and I DoorDashed Bluebell ice cream because I saw that was on there. Like a little me size. Just homemade vanilla. Sat in the bath and ate it.
Nice.
It was a dream.
They have the best just regular vanilla. Like that homemade vanilla is so
good. Butter pecan is my usual favorite, but it's been years, and I was like, well, I just want to taste the classic that I know I love too.
Remember when everyone was crazy about wedding cake?
I mean, still am. Especially in
it's really
icy
good
form, like slushy or snow cone.
Oh, you're a wedding cake snowball person?
Stack them, stack them, stack.
You got to get that with the condensed milk. I don't do condensed milk on everything,
condensed milk.
but like but those types of flavors, got to go condensed milk.
So good.
Condensed milk is also the secret to the greatest macaroni and cheese on the planet.
Woo.
This is true. My mom knows that secret very well. Yeah, this is very true.
I must become the best mom.
Yeah, that's one of those, like, people are always asking her, like, for her recipe, and she'll give the recipe and won't include that.
Sorry, mama. Or grandmama.
Well, people just only think about sweetened condensed milk. They don't think about...
Yeah, that's all I was thinking about.
And you need to make anything over the top rich. That's how it's done. Butter and sweetened condensed milk. Or regular condensed milk. Damn it.
It's like when I make cake or brownies. I replace water with milk.
Always.
Well, if I can find some before PAX Unplugged, I'm gonna go buy a bunch of the Christmas tree cake ice cream and we'll throw it in the freezer in the hotel.
Okay. Wait, we're all gonna PAX Unplugged, right?
Well, I think everybody except Flawless, I think.
Flawless.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
But I think we're convincing Baddie to go.
Oh, he's already going. Yeah.
Oh, right. So that's...
Yeah, I think something... I don't know if he was asked to do something, but yeah.
All right.
Yay,
What's the next thing after PAX?
Cut out for Davik.
That all of us will be at? I don't know. East, maybe?
It's a long break till East.
May.
It's wild.
And then what? And then it's Gen Con GCX?
Gen Con
Yeah.
GCX.
Yeah, GCX moved up to July.
GCX Gen Con. It's GCX is going to be in July.
Early July.
Oh,
Okay, 'cause it didn't look, when I checked the website, it didn't say that, but...
Okay.
I don't think they've changed it yet, have they?
Okay.
They just announced it. Didn't make any
yeah, it's because
website
kids were
update.
going back to school and stuff like that week. Like Athalian's kid went back to school. My son was supposed to be back to school. He missed his 2 first days. So it's just too late in August.
That's fair. That's fair.
The only
July's-
reason they
July's
had
great,
that date
still.
was because Rosen made him take the date and then dumped
Yeah.
on him afterwards.
Yeah. But they don't want to keep it in August like that.
Yeah.
Listen, July just means more time, more good heat time, and or it's still Orlando, right? Just yes, still Orlando. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, we're gonna be at Universal.
And I won't forget my diggity darn trunks this time and have to buy some from Walmart.
Oh no.
Even,
Oh yeah.
even
Yeah.
better next year because May 22nd of next year, Universal Epic Universe opens, which is their 3rd park. That has How to Train Your Dragon, classic Universal monsters.
I'm already going, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, I got plans in late August to go. So.
I'm going in. I actually don't know yet. I need to look. What day
Oh,
we
that's the
going?
Super Nintendo World's gonna be there.
Yeah, I should be good for at the very least next GCX. Hopefully.
Oh my gosh, what if the after parties shut down for Nintendo World?
God, I hope so.
I'm just working on Claire now for GCX next year, so I'm working that in.
Yeah, because we got to do Vecna, Eve of Ruin.
Oh, we are absolutely doing a.
Oh, I know.
This has got to go for at least 2 years, like Meteoring Court.
I've already started sourcing the perfect orange trunks and orange Hawaiian shirt to go with
Stop.
my hat at GCX.
You have to wear orange the entire time. The hat stays on.
The hat
He
stays
already
on.
he does. So you guys
That is hilarious.
I also.
Is it your favorite color?
It is.
Or is it just a joke?
No,
Okay.
it is my favorite color.
I
That's
love
why
that.
it's my logo
working
and
the
all this other
gimmick.
stuff. No, I also have. It hasn't. I'm trying to find one that I like the design of, but orange, like and black, like buffalo, like checkered bathrobe. To just like comfy Theodore in the
Lounge
bathrobe
around
with
in
the hat.
That's nice. Dead. RoBear, really quickly, send me the card. You didn't send it yet.
Oh, I left you on the cliffhanger too.
Yeah, they changed their Discord username to SEUM. If you can send it. So yeah.
And also just put it in the party chat.
Listen, I've been sitting
On
on
stream.
that blood for so long.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy that you held on to that.
Oh,
Mystery of
there's
Sir
more I
Timothy
have not revealed about it, but you'll see.
Continues to unravel.
I need to go back and clip it when I send him the message that it's Timothy's blood.
Like,
And then
Did you see our clip crown?
That is a
Not yet.
fantastic
Party
clip. Oh my god.
oh, I need to look
Yeah.
at it.
Nicely
It's like
done.
so synchronized. It's funny. Here, chap. Here's a clip.
It's so good. So
Great.
well
That is
done.
hilarious.
Sometimes you just become one.
What I really want is, I want the individual squares, but I want the rectangle of both of us just going.
That's so good.
I edited the vertical version to have like fall us on top and then you and I on the bottom. We fall as who says it.
I
I'm gonna run
forgot how
I'm good.
this accidental just like name dropping like
Oh.
No,
But,
I don't love that.
it's a thing now.
That face though. Look at that. That's the face. That's the face of knowing what the card is.
All right, we need to get a behavioral
Oh,
facial
that's kind of
analysis.
spicy.
One of those facial expression experts to see if we can derive.
Listen,
the
I'm just gonna
card.
say really quickly, side tangent. If you have not watched Agatha All Along, you need to
Oh, I
watch
want to
it.
watch it.
I am this week's episode behind.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but
Tomorrow night I'm watching it. So
I ended the episode and I literally texted my friend saying, I think Patti LuPone just got an Emmy.
I saw your tweet or thread or whatever about it, and I was like, I can't look anymore. I have to watch the episode.
That's all. I haven't said much, but I'm just like, I think she just got an Emmy.
Man, it's Marvel's had some misses lately, and this is a hit.
I've heard good things about it. I haven't. I still got to finish Loki season 2.
That is worth the watch.
And then Agatha.
And Agatha is worth a watch. That's where we're at right now.
So good. It's so good.
And it's 2 episodes next week, I think.
Yeah, two. Yeah, definitely at the beginning.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
Oh,
and then I gotta finish Vox Machina.
Yes, you need to. So good.
I got tagged.
So
Does Baddie know
all the things Vox Machina? I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Blood, I think.
Oh, but, no, he doesn't.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Just everybody enjoy the sheer quality of animation that is this season of Vox Machina.
Oh, it's good. I mean, I need to watch more, but I've only watched like the first 5 episodes. I need to watch more.
It's making me want to, like, once it's all done, just go back and rewatch the whole thing from season 1.
That's cool. That's
also
RoBear, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. That's our next part. That we get to.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I just switched because they were always they've been my Prime sub forever. But I switched over to.
I'm not paying for that, but I don't want the VODs. I mean, I don't want the to wait.
Yeah, so I switched it over to Beacon, and I'm woefully behind. I'm only on episode 19 of campaign 3, but I started listening to Abridged to try to catch up. Oh my god, I don't know who's doing the editing for them.
It's so good, isn't it?
It's real good. Real good. Every now and then they'll cut off a dice roll where I'm like, what was the roll? What was the roll? But like you get the result, so you know it was good. But like, I was able to do 2 episodes on my way up to Micro Center and back. So I'm like, oh, I might actually make progress. Like,
dude, I'll just say season 3 because I'm caught up. It's dude.
Yeah.
There's some stuff happening right now that's just mind blowing.
As you guys begin to make your stroll from the keep that is not very far away from the grounds in the first place, first thing that everyone should notice is that the businesses are open. Now, it is not Fall Fest busy like it was when you left. But it doesn't look like there are shuttered businesses within the first 2 blocks of your keep. It takes 2 or 3 blocks before you begin to smell that unforgettable smell. Anyone has ever lost anything to a fire or the combination of things is just awful. It's pure. It's just the absolute worst. And there is a tinge of that. There's nothing actively smoldering, but you can see where basically auxiliary buildings were around this park area where the big top was. There's a good chunk of char. But you can see that it was largely contained on either side thanks to those sandstorms. And there is no shortage, it looks like, of volunteers that are out there currently fixing up the city. There is a hopeful buzz that is on the streets. And it is not a complete vacuum. there are folks that are getting lunch on the sidewalk cafes. It's just not as busy as it could be. There are a lot of individuals that kind of focus in on your group as they walk by. You're getting a lot of eyeballs and a lot of like pointing and looking back. No one's rushed up to you yet, but
Egrik looks back at them every time and doesn't look away first every time.
there's one small child that you see, and you remember them because they had the foam lizard that was out in front, and they still have their foam lizard. When they make eye contact with you, Egrik, just no look. Parents don't even see it, just drops out, just eyes roll in the back of the head, tongue out, and then immediately back to like walking lizard.
That's funny.
You turned off the Deck the Halls music, and I'm sad.
Yes. We all heard. Okay, so we all heard it, right?
I'm like,
Deck the halls with the boughs of holly.
Definitely holiday vibes. Oh man, the decorations, it's ridiculous. I love it. I just love that everyone starts decorating at Halloween with lights, and it just goes from the orange and black. Then we add a little bit more brown when Thanksgiving, and then we can explode with Christmas RGB.
Synchronized to music always.
I just feel bad for people that don't enjoy the seasons, man. The rest of the year can suck. Have some fun. Eat some candy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, I need to call out the on-theme Q eating Haribo sour bats earlier, because I saw that bag and I was like, how much theme can we get that our vampires eating sour bats?
Yeah.
Leave the bats alone. Maybe they'll be sweet next time.
Also, it's probably a problem that I saw that bag and I was like, I know exactly what those are.
I love those bats.
The real problem is, I don't think I really put the bag in sight, and you knew what they were.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm a sucker for gummy candy.
Same. They're my favorite.
Theodore's got a 60-foot radius on and off stream.
This is a tremor sense. There's candy nearby.
That's how I am with it. Like if there's Reese's eggs around, dude, I will devour your your candy bowl. Dude, I'll take it for my nephews. I don't care. I'm getting mine. Like I'm gonna eat 4 of those. Like at least. Like not feel bad if I take the last one either. Like. Reese's eggs or Cadbury eggs is down. It's done. Over. And they just keep getting smaller, dude. They're they're about the size of your thumb these days, man. Ridiculous.
Is there as we're coming through, obviously we see elements have been hit by the fire and some elements seem to be kind of moving on. Is there any like homes that appear to have been like completely lost? Has anyone like lost everything, or is it just like some damage to?
Thankfully, because of the sandstorms, the buildings that were burnt were auxiliary, like basically parks and rec. Like don't get me wrong, it sucks. They lost a lot of basically civic recreation and capabilities within the middle of the city, but there does not seem to be a loss of life.
Okay.
Within this.
So that's good.
And
It appears that you guys got there early enough to where anybody that may have been in the surrounding area of encroaching flames were able to get out.
Okay. So just as we're walking, the rest of the party would just kind of just sense Davik's unease. And he'll kind of like adjust his poncho so that it covers his his right arm, the God Fist, and just continue walking. He's visually disturbed by just what he's seeing.
Noted.
Yeah, given that there's such a large volunteer force, because I was ready to come out here and start, like, you know, Habitat for Humanity kind of situation over here. But if there is, like, people are chipping in and the city's rallying to help the city, then I think we have the opportunity that we don't have to get involved in this. We can keep going about our business.
Yeah, for sure.
You notice that most people are doing the same thing that you all are doing. They're going and they're taking a walk. They're trying to shake off their hangover of this wild, chaotic fall festival. And people are trying to check out and see what's happened now that things have died down. And since they're here, they're largely just starting to chip in.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the way Isaiah chips in is as he's walking, if there's like a burnt piece of wood that's in the middle of the road, he just kicks it off to the side. But that's about as much as he's helping right now.
I mean, honestly, it's just encouraging to see people not being... It's unfortunate that it takes a pseudo-natural disaster to get these people out here helping other people.
Yeah.
But given what we saw...
It's so shitty, and it's so true every time. Ain't nobody helping volunteer over at the senior center until something explodes.
Mm-hmm.
But those meals don't stop. You can see there are local businesses that are coming out, and basically there's just this massive kind of like potluck that's going on where they're trying to get help out with everyone else that's helping clear off their storefronts. There's a lot of ash to sweep and just kind of a general cleanse from the how intense this fire burned in the first place. It's there isn't where it did touch, there aren't things left. Things are melted to the core that's in these areas. There's a lot of people, in particular, you can see there's a small group of very stubborn dwarves that are hell-bent trying to get this massive chunk of melted stone, metal, and rock that's sunk into the ground. It's basically like trying to pull a tree stump up without the right equipment.
All right, well, since you said it like that, I'm gonna walk over to these stubborn dwarves, and I'm very cognizant of the situation here, and I'm just gonna be like,
what do you think you're gonna do, wizard?
All right.
Look
So
at
it's
that
like
little
that, is
rock
it?
hammer you got over there on your belt.
right.
We've been at this thing for 4 hours. You can see there is a lot of hefty boys that are leaning over on their hammers. Just
Okay. So what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna take said little rock hammer out of the holster on my belt, and I'm gonna walk over, and I'll just, if you'll indulge me, gentlemen.
oh,
And
please
I'm
have
just
at
gonna
it.
like tink on the outside of this giant thing slowly, and then like walk over and put my hand on the dirt and feel it, and then I'll just like near the edge, not even touching that rock, I'm going to tap the hammer on the dirt nearby and just stone shape move earth and just jettison this rock up and move it off to the side, and then just be like, huh, what do you know?
As you pull this massive, what is basically some sort of strange alloy that has melted together in this strong fire. It's a couple of the old boys, like they fall over backwards. There's some kind of stiff legs. Like you can see a couple of them, like their legs lock up and they drop kind of like possums for a second. Just no one expecting this massive chunk of earth to be moved at the same time. And the minute that you pull this thing up, that's when the crowds begin to form, and you can hear the whispers. Hey, that's the one. We saw the sandstorm. That's you couldn't miss him. The orange wizard is being identified quickly.
I don't know if this is good or bad for us, but I'm doing it anyway. Just trying to help. These guys are being jerks. They could use a little humble pie. That's all.
And there is a massive round of applause when you finally it is easily as you do it, and that's when the crowd begins to kind of get larger and larger, and before you know it, there begins to be a bit of a circle.
All right. Hey. Back it up. Too close.
Everybody kind of just pauses. And you can hear someone from the back. Speech!
Egrik's been taking money as tickets. Thank you. Putting it in her bag of holding and just money and money.
Remy's looking over at you, hustle the crowd.
Cute. No, that's 2 people. I need double. Thank you. Appreciate that.
By the way, they think that you're collecting money for charity right now. I just want to make this very clear that this is exactly what Egrik is.
Sorry, in the end, she is a goblin, and I will live that until she dies.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Davik's gonna try to make himself small and just like probably get closer to Isaiah to like
well
try
to
glean some of
not to no end in any way, shape, or form, but he looks at Theo and just say, "Hey, you used to want fame and some kind of legacy, right?" And I'm just gonna literally just sidestep into Davik's shadow and then appear on a roof in the shadows of the corners and just sit and watch.
Davik's gonna shoot you.
Now
trying to get
just throwing out some crazy shadow movement in the middle of the day in a crowd is definitely going to get eyeballs on you, and not necessarily good ones either, because there's not a lot of safe things that travel like that. So is that really what you want to do at the moment, or do you just want to kind of like get out of the crowd a bit? Are you
I adore you as a GM. I adore you letting us know of any consequences. Isaiah has teleported and he is sitting on the edge and just
100%. Just
kind of watching.
You touch the circle. Here's Isaiah's.
All right. Well, so if I may, when I see Isaiah teleport out of there, we're gonna go ahead and just like pop off a thaumaturgy cantrip to make the voice 300 times louder, to just draw attention back to me. Seeing this, I mean, we never had to do it to this scale, to like, oh, hey, whoop, over here, pay attention to the big orange guy, don't look at the guy in the shadows, kind of a thing.
Another one of the fainting old man dwarves with kind of like the skull. He's like,
yeah. So
they're like, Barney! Barney, don't lock your knees! Come on!
Not Barney Rebel.
Come on, Barney!
So yeah, with my voice kind of elevated, I'll look out to the people of Neverwinter and I'll say, listen, I'm not good at these things, but people of Neverwinter, we stood together against what seemed like a large force of nature, a raging fire that sought to consume not just your homes, these buildings, infrastructure, but also your hope. And gesturing to everything here, while the fire took much, it couldn't take us, couldn't take our resolve. And from these ashes, we will rebuild stronger than before.
That's what these donations are for. They're for the charity. We'll rebuild together. So thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. Thank you.
As sure as the stone beneath our feet holds this city high, so too will your spirit endure. Now, while I may be good with a bit of magic in stone, I'm going to leave this rebuilding effort in the expert hands of Neverwinter's finest. I'll stick to making sure we don't have any more fiery surprises.
Go ahead and roll a performance check with advantage.
I'm about to say Egrik likes her candle.
Oh boy.
Sundown is coming.
Guys, we got a good old +0 on this performance. Let's go.
Hey, let's go.
An 11, which is 11 on the die. So
we're since the speech was very proficient at getting a hold of the crowd's attention, we're gonna go ahead and plop that additional +5 on there for a 16.
Okay.
I cast Bless as well.
The crowd erupts. It's an easy sell over here. Lunch spread has also been delivered over to the side. So what was once a very claustrophobic moment, after the cheers rattle out, they quickly begin to turn their attention towards free food for their labor and their time here. I want you to roll a perception check, though, Theodore.
Okay. Is this straight up? Are we doing an advantage for this? Okay, straight up. Here we go. Ooh. 28?
Ooh. That is nifty. With a 28, turn your attention over to the tables. And you look over and you see a handful of the volunteers going, "Oh man, look, they even brought us a whole bunch of apple cider." As there is an entire wagon cart of barrels of apple cider, and you can hear the hooves of draft horses coming straight from across the river. The same Temple of Ogma, providing the city with yet another source. Tainted or not, now all apples in its forms garner your attention. And you don't know whether it's good or bad.
Egrik will drink it.
Egrik, you go get yourself a big mug of fresh apple cider.
Yeah, and I say this not to do like chaos stuff. I would like to argue that I roll at advantage perchance, or get something to add on to it outside of my cards, because she has actively consumed things that aren't exactly the best, could truly make someone very ill, like building an immunity over time, or resistance even.
This isn't a natural substance. It is not a poison. It is 100% magic bound and arcana.
Ooh.
So it is not the apples themselves.
Could I try an arcana check on it then? Almost if you go in for a drink and you smell something, but deciphering what that is.
Go for it.
Do I waste a card?
I don't know.
No, I mean, you use them. Like,
That's true.
Yeah, but 10 is such an either side number. It's like, is it worth it one way or the other?
cards are meant to be spent.
Oh, I know. I've eaten some cards.
I'm feeding some cards.
All right. I'm going to do 1d8. 12 is the final number.
You take a good long stare at that mug. Even probably take a sip before you do. There's nothing inside this beverage that makes you think that is tainted by magic.
Does it taste good?
Yeah, it tastes great.
That sucks. She throws it back.
There are a considerable amount of eyeballs that are starting to head towards your direction for collecting money, now tossing the cider that's over on the food house. People have an eye on you.
Do I notice that?
Roll perception check.
Isaiah's just gonna, I mean, he doesn't really care, but he's gonna
I would say she doesn't.
start to climb down from the space that he went. Just to listen. At the end of the day, not to say that all monsters are bad and all black people are bad, or anything like that, but like, he looks like the opposite. He looks like monstrous in comparison to Theo giving the speech. So him standing away is actually better. But he'll start to come back and just be with the group.
After she chugs it, she slams it down as if they're in a tavern and she's asking for another ale.
What else is everyone else doing?
Davik, I'm still trying to just like avoid attention. Maybe even trying to like slink off into an alley until the party decides to start moving again.
Yeah.
Leave.
Yeah, just kind of like, oh yeah, thanks everybody, blah, 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 and just try to like get our group out of here while everybody's eating the free food and drinking questionable cider. Just like, yeah, thanks, it was great. You're welcome. Have a good time.
As he's starting to move is when Isaiah just appears behind him. How did that feel?
Honestly, it kind of felt pretty good.
Well, I'm sure it did.
Yeah, it did actually. Yeah,
Mister, I want my name in the stars.
yeah. I mean, more down to earth, but
Yeah.
anyway, let's get out of here.
Egrik.
Coming! She runs.
Isaiah you could stand on my shoulder, but I would fall.
Don't even worry. My 2 legs are good. Whenever everybody is more equal in height. Still significantly shorter than everybody. Just Kalthor's not there to make it so unbalanced.
Right. Yeah, I guess continue
Yeah,
towards. Oh, so sorry. We're going toward the big top first.
I think we're kind of there right now.
You're there and there. Okay,
We
great.
headed to the market. Where were we headed?
I would love to go to Hogglesweed, the magic.
We got
shop.
Hogglesweed. We got Tana.
Yep.
At the very least, and we were still going to the church or the library or the church or something.
Yeah,
That was our
before we got
original
transported,
plan
we
before we
wanted
got
to go
transported.
to-
Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to go to the library.
So definitely got to do that now, but definitely Haggle's Weed and Haggle's Meat, whatever, and Tana
Yeah,
are on the list.
agreed.
Davik very much wants to go to this magic shop.
Yeah. Of course he does.
Mhm.
You
Davik,
can do
I
Haggle's
need you
Weed
to
first.
roll a stealth check.
Who?
Who? I said, you.
Oh, okay. I missed the name. Okay, let's see. Stealth.
Yes, your twin, Slavic.
He's always Russian.
Ooh.
You did okay, you did stealth. 9.
Yeah, okay. All right.
One of the dwarves that was surrounded around that crazy alloy deposit from the fire is going to stroll up to you over in the alleyway. That's a crazy looking hand you got there.
What? Oh, he'll kind of cover it back up under the poncho. It's just a hand.
Until it's not.
Did you lose a lot in the fire?
Not in this one.
What? There was another fire?
He's gonna hold out his left hand and he's gonna show you his metal arm.
Oh,
You're not the only one, friend. Don't know your story, but sometimes we all fly a little too close to the sun.
What am I looking at, RoBear?
You're looking at a middle-aged dwarf, probably around 125, 150 years old, long kept beard, it's super sweaty, A-frame tucked into the trousers, suspenders up. Definitely was one of the group that was trying to help remove that alloy, from the ground. Hair still has a good douse of auburn, but there are strings of silvery white that expand out between his beard, sideburns, and his swept back hair.
And specifically, like the arm that he's showing me, does it look like my arm, or is it just a metal arm?
No, it doesn't look like you're the God Fist. It's in by don't take this the wrong way, but it is a very much different, polished, ornate. Like, it is meant to resemble a regular human's arm. It's not a it's not a Mega Man Buster,
Gotcha.
It's not a gauntlet, yeah.
Prosthesis.
So it's like more of a prosthetic.
It is super artificed and machined.
Okay, so seeing that, Davik still just kind of hesitant to just reveal his arm because he's, he doesn't really know this guy. That's it's a fine piece of craftsmanship. I assume you lost your arm in a fire?
Truth be told, I don't remember. It was a while ago. Place far, far from here.
What exactly happened, if you don't mind me asking?
Bunch of people pointing a finger at each other. In the end, we lost a lot more than a public park and some recreational buildings. I think that day we all lost a piece of ourselves. Whether it was your physical limbs or not. Could have been your sanity. Could have been more than that. It just goes to show that the longer you wait, sometimes the worse things get. War is hell, my friend. It's unfortunate that everywhere I've been, it seems to follow. But I'll say this much. At least we have these. He's going to point down at his super well machined arm. Davik, have you ever seen anyone else with a artificed limb?
Never.
It's exotic, but like down to the muscle structure that's in it, it's the stuff of Hollywood movies. Easily the most expensive possession on this individual. The rest of you. While Davik is very much concealing his, the dwarf that's speaking with him is not, and you guys can see a friendly conversation playing out.
Interesting.
What do you think they're talking about?
I don't know. Davik looks a little uncomfortable, but that's nothing new.
Does he?
How far away are they from us? Sorry.
You vamp down towards Theo, and I've been moving around. I would say they're probably 30, 40 feet from you.
Yeah. Listen, at this point, we just gotta expect that Davik's gonna make a friend, even if that person doesn't think they're friends.
I like that about him.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say gonna get him killed, but he can punch hard. Probably still get him killed, though.
It's okay. Because people will talk really nice about him. I wonder if he's
That's where we
asking him
differ.
what his favorite hut pizza is.
What is...
I heard Slop talking about it.
Do you think we should go get him or just let him figure it out on his own?
I mean, yeah, we can get him and ask people also what their favorite hut pizza is, if it'll help them, if you want.
You know, I actually want to see if he's going to come back on his own.
You think he wouldn't?
I think it gets wrapped up and time passes. I really don't think he understood what could have happened outside of that merchant's tent or whatever it was.
Well, if we have time between whenever we're pulled away again, maybe there's a intro to the world 101 lessons we can give him. I'll do it if you don't want to.
I'll do it too. I got lessons for the world.
Or we could all take turns.
All right. Davik Academy, here we come.
I mean, he seems like he's a sponge willing to accept and learn from anybody. better he learns from people that want him to succeed and also, not for nothing, benefit from him succeeding, than him picking up, I hate to say it like this, but learning from random people that, not to say that there's not stuff you can't learn in the world, but we've all seen quite a bit. It makes sense to impart that knowledge.
Yeah.
About this time, the conversation between the dwarf and Davik lead to a spot. All I'm trying to say, friend, is that you ever want something a little bit more inconspicuous? This is your guy. As he hands a card over to you. There's a lot more unlucky people the day of the morning than me. I count myself and blessings being able to start over here. I just didn't have the heart in it anymore. Tell you the truth, I don't think I've built anything else since then. That's when I looked at that thing. As he looks over at that alloy. It's the first time I've seen something melt like that since I was back in Eberron.
I'll take the card. Just kind of look at him.
And if you could, be discreet. It's not like they gave a bunch of us old vets a proper discharge.
Sure. Yeah, I won't. I won't mention it.
When we walked out of that pile of glass, none of our hearts were in it anymore. Now, hey, sorry to bring the mood down, but just want to say, good luck, and I know it's rare, but you're not alone. And he's gonna pick up his hammer, and you actually see there's a small automaton that follows him. Very tiny. It is not humanoid in nature. It is literally like one of those little rolling coolers, and he's got just a small chunk of that alloy that was melted down inside of that. It's basically like a following wagon.
Is this so just before he just kind of goes away, hey,
yeah,
you have started building. You're helping these people here. We're gonna rebuild Neverwinter.
That's for the young, my friend. Job. I just do where I can help. This is your world now. It seems like you got a good group. You all got good heads on your shoulders. Don't be like us. Nobody deserves a mourning.
You say that again. And he'll kind of like take the godfish, just kind of reveal it a little bit and just kind of see the shining, just like glowing embers that are like inside of the runes. I promise to do my best to keep this city safe. Because we're fighting for people like you.
He's gonna nod his head. And begin walking.
And I'll head back to the group.
So, point of order before you get into any other conversations. If specifically your character knows of the existence of Eberron, now's the time to let me know.
Want to say
Considering,
yes.
I'm like, considering I have the eye of the Lord of Blades, and I think we even had that conversation about Eberron when it was getting it.
Yeah, Kalthorr would have told Egrik. We've talked about how, unless you don't think he would know.
I don't think he's been to Eberron.
No, not been. I thought you said know of.
You would.
Which would
You would. It's going to be very rare. Put it on very, very rare.
okay.
How do you guys proceed?
Just look back at as the kiddo was walking back.
Yeah, I just Davik has the card in his hand, just kind of just examining it, as he's heading back, and just kind of has the crowd like died down some?
No, they're getting lunch,
Like,
but like
We're
it's
kind of
not.
walking away from them.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
are actively walking away from them.
See, he would have come back.
so where to next?
What did you talk about?
You know, he showed me his arm.
That's cool. What was it about? We were watching you, Davik. What'd you talk about?
He just reminded me what we're fighting for.
Which is? Last time you went off and talked to somebody, you got rid of your bag.
It's
For something I don't think you
I didn't really have anything in it. It was a good trade.
For who?
You'll
Anyway,
see.
this
That part
way.
doesn't matter. The bag is dumb. What were you talking about?
Well,
You
I
need to
didn't
keep us
give
in the
him
loop
bag.
because what happens with you can affect us.
Well, okay. Well, long story short, you know how I told you how I came across the Godfist, and he gave me this card, and this person might have answers to some questions I have, or can just help me understand it more. So just, I mean, I'm not saying we have to do it now or today, but just it was a fruitful conversation.
Oh, do you not know about it? I just assumed it was yours and you knew what it was because it's a part of you. Do you not know about it?
Yeah.
I only know the stories I've been told and what I've experienced, and the stories Ippa used to tell me made it seem like it was the greatest thing ever, the protector of the village and
Do you feel
master
that
of
way?
fire and all that. And well, let's just say I haven't quite experienced that.
Well, maybe it's not for right this second, but there are spells for finding information about things. And if this is as important, powerful as you say it is, I may be able to just learn things about it. Not say that it's going to answer all your questions, but maybe we can get something to go off of.
Funnily enough, I know that you like getting your devilish fingers on magical trinkets and stuff. But
Remy looks at Isaiah. We both resent that.
chill. Not meant.
I thought he wasn't a devil.
Well, he's infernal, touched. Regardless. I mean, look, I'm a vam thing, so I got the shorter straw.
Before you know it, Davik, he's gonna start saying use peoples.
Hey, calm down. We ain't doing no reverse.
What do you mean, you people?
Are we still talking about straw?
Hey, above and below the table, Remy loses his shit.
Either way, you information about that. I thought I mentioned it, but I'll say it again. I'm pretty good at what I do when it comes to this gun and tinkering and understanding the intricacies of stuff. But there's one person who might know a little more than I do. And we're going to visit her. So she might be able to help too. Regardless, let's go to your... What, is he a Loxodon? I keep forgetting.
Yes, because Hero Forge doesn't have a hippo.
Let's go to the Heifer. Let's go to that heifer and see what they know.
Remy's gonna look back over across at Davik. He's making a really good point. And he's gonna turn back over to you, Theodore. Did you get a piece of whatever that was?
I didn't, but I could probably go snag some. Unless
The
Egrik
cider's
got some.
good. I mean, what I have now of like food-wise was just popcorn that I put in my pocket as I was leaving because Isaiah called me and I was hungry after getting all those donations, which by the way, we can count that later. I should finish that sentence.
Oh yeah, we gotta
Popcorn?
find a donation box to drop the donations, right, Miss Egrik?
Yeah, I dropped them in the box.
Deception.
Mind your business.
roll that deception check.
You think because I ask you personal questions, you can ask me personal questions? Excuse me?
This is a fair trade? No.
Yeah, no. I was being nosy.
You're
and
the
not
new
allowed.
guy.
Listen, new guy.
That's funny.
I was just trying to help you. I thought it was a great thing that you were doing, getting those tickets to help.
Yeah, and I already
people
put them in the bank. You missed it. You were over there talking to that guy with the arm that we still don't know why.
All right, let's walk and talk.
Also, pocket
I'll
popcorn's
run
really
back
good.
and
Egrik,
snag
roll
some
a
of that
deception
stuff.
check.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. Okay.
This is great. Hey.
Would I roll insight?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I bet your insight's high, huh? Oh, rollies.
Rollies.
Rollies. Just a D20?
Yep.
I got 5.
Oop.
I love it.
Okay, that's
that.
Davik just squints his eyes.
It's white cheddar.
He doesn't say anything, but he just gives you that squint and just like kind of holds it for a minute.
She
Remy,
doesn't break eye contact and just...
Remy walks by and immediately he takes a piece of the white cheddar.
She doesn't notice? She's probably going back in after it's like been eaten. It's like... What the heck?
Are y'all thinking that talking about looking back at the alloy and all that? You think there's a connection?
I don't know, but they were saying they hadn't seen, I don't know what it is, but if it's something rare or unique, maybe it's worth trying to just get a piece of it, see what we're dealing with.
Bring some to Tanner too.
Yeah. Hang on, I'll be right back. And I'm going to just weave my totally very noticeable, not inconspicuous orange self through this crowd back over to this chunk.
I feel like you flash on the top of your hat while passing by.
Yeah, right. And I'm just going to go up to it if those dwarf guys are there, and I'd be like, hey, listen, sorry about before. Do you mind if I snag a little bit of this? Are we cool?
The rest of them with full mouths. Oh, yeah, go ahead. It was going to probably take us all week just to get the damn shit out of there. If anybody deserves a chunk of it, you do. Yeah.
Well, thank you, boys. And I will take out my hammer and just break some off.
How the hell does he do that? Son of a bitch, these wizards got it all. He's got public speaking skills. He's good with his hands.
Boys, I spent 4 years in college studying rocks.
Even worse, he's a college boy. He didn't even go to the trades.
Listen, that's a story for I wanted to. When I don't have time. I got things to do. Believe me, it was what I wanted to do.
If you were artificing, you wouldn't be wearing that many layers. I can tell you that.
Honestly, it's just like big pajamas every day, though. It's I can't complain.
We'll give you credit. It's not like you just walked over here and tried to use a mending cantrip.
I like you guys. And yeah, I'll chip out some chunks off of this to bring back to the party.
Strong smell of Stetson cologne sets in as you leave
What
that
a
group
brat.
of old men. The old men's circle.
Yeah.
A lot of pocket watches over there.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of watching pockets.
It's after they've all lost their lunch money? Yes.
All right, let's head to Hogglesweeds, who's totally a Loxodon, and that Hogglesweed is his name, confirmed from my notes.
Yeah.
I like his name.
As you guys make a much longer promenade in the opposite direction to go to the Arcane District. Davik, do you take the time to examine the card?
Yes, I would, just like as we're walking, he would just kind of just be staring at it, examining it.
It is almost entirely a blank card, except for one apartment number attached to a single side.
What's the number?
There's a single number 6.
Are there, like, as we're walking, are there like building numbers like that we can see?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so just noticing that, we'll just keep an eye out to see if I see a building clearly marked 6.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Oh, this ain't my strong suit. 7. You know what? I will endom that. Right?
Yeah.
Even worse. And
Definite needle in a haystack, but you know that there must be something else on this card, because just the number 6 isn't going to get you anywhere.
Yeah, we'll just kind of like trailing back behind the group and just kind of like hold it up to the light and see if anything, like if he sees anything with the sun coming through it or anything like that.
So, if there's one thing we established is that Isaiah is a people watcher. This is the second time he's run off, talked to somebody, and gotten a card specifically. So it's not that he's like staring at him, but he's definitely keeping an eye. And he's pretty insightful. Can I do an insight check just to can I just see that he's focused on? He's clearly looking for something. That's not what we just talked about, which is going to the magic shop.
I mean, I think it's pretty clear he's just eyeing up this card. Like, I don't think he's trying to conceal anything.
No, that too, but also him looking for wherever he's looking for. He keeps looking out and like looking for.
Oh, I imagine Davik looks just like a tourist trying to find. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not being slick with it or anything. I'm just.
The only thing I have him doing is just concealing his God Fist. That's it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, excuse me, mister. Could you direct me to 6?
We're not there yet, but who's to say it's not coming?
Yeah, but 6 was afraid of 7. Woo!
Hey, Davik.
7, 8, 9. Yeah, are we there? We'll kind of tuck it away.
No, we got a little bit. The thing about investigating and learning and hunting and what me and Theo do, even to an extent what Kalthorr and Egrik do, you don't jump on every single lead you have immediately. You gather it up. You bring it together. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Thank you. I'm not really sure. He'll just kind of like just pull the card out and hand it to you. He said this guy might be able to do something or know something about my arm, and it just has this 6 on it. He'll just hand it to you.
You sure it's not a 9?
I was gonna say the same thing.
Is there a dot anywhere to like say? Like,
Put upside down.
line?
And it is indeed a 9.
Hey! Dead.
I'm so smart, and I need you all to respect me better.
You are an icon. You're a legend. You're the moment. Can I ascertain anything about it that seems different? Just a card. Like I got card. I don't have a card on me. This is card.
Go ahead and roll a nature check with advantage.
That was not expected.
Yeah.
Why couldn't I have that roll?
I love that.
You're the new guy.
Difference, but that's just great.
Oh,
I'm going to luck that.
Okay.
Yeah. Might as well, because you said that that'll be spent. So. And then I'm going to add a, wait, is that one of the things? No, I can't. Let's add a D8.
Okay.
22.
This card isn't made out of pure paper.
Papyrus.
It's a particular combination of minerals and spell weave. You have felt this once before when you've touched a dragon shard battery.
I don't even know what that is, but it sounds amazing.
Inside of Eberron, the lore is a conflict of dragons that exploded and erupted around the planet. Eberron has rings and shards of these dragons, but also is filled with deposits of them. There is a massive demand to find these, and they largely carry favor over everything in life, depending on which dragon they have come from. This one, in particular, is Kyber.
Oh.
Kyber.
Huh. Where'd your friend say he's from? If he said anything?
I don't think, did he give me a specific location? I can't remember. I think he mentioned Eberron. Did he?
Or I should say, did he say where he's from? Where's
He only mentioned the
Gale
morning
is?
to you, but you never asked him what the morning was.
Huh.
He didn't say where he was. I guess I didn't ask, but he said something about a morning.
Okay.
I would say that even if you don't know about Eberron, this would be kind of like a mythos, really. The morning would be kind of like a Gilgamesh, like an ancient flood tale. There's always been talks about technology and other places that when possibly pushed too far down the rabbit hole, you could go to the point of no return. I would say the rest of the party would fill you in on that this individual is talking about an incident of apocalyptic nature. And it starts to begin to click when it's referencing a fire so hot that it's created this strange alloy in the middle of Neverwinter, that the morning is an incident of complete devastation in a faraway plane. No one knows how or why, but it happened, and it leveled the entire center of the planet. Like a nuclear weapon in D&D going off. And it's
Hearing this, Davik will go to Theo. Mr. Theodore, can I? You grab some of that?
Yeah.
Can I
This.
take a look at it, please?
Sure. Come on now,
Does
guys.
it
You know
look-
better than this by now.
he
Here you
just
go.
has them.
It's weird. It's got this weird sheen to it. I don't know why that's happening. Anyway, yeah.
Does this, when I examine this alloy, do I recognize it?
No, it's something new.
Totally different. Okay.
There are no dragon shards here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Your friend might be someone we need to talk to. Well, need is subjective, but he actually might know a little more than I thought.
See, I knew
Especially-
it was weird.
I mean, I think what it is and how it was formed potentially could be two different things. Maybe not. But if he recognized or had an inkling about your, you'd call it the God Fist, that's also telling me that it also might be from Eberron. But that's a thought.
We can try and figure out what we can with the people we know and the
Exactly.
tools we have. Start there, right? Get a basis of a plan, figure this out, and then when we can't get anything more on our end, then we'll go to somebody, try to find number 9 over here.
That's exactly how I feel. He'll hand the card back to you, Davik. But you head off to
Hoggles
Magic. Yep, Hoggles Mead. Higgles.
Apple's med.
Isaiah, I want you to roll an intelligence saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Love this for me. Love pink. Love pink.
lowest tonight. Rolls are horrible.
Do I honor this or do I do my own indomitable?
Use your cards.
Smoke
You're gonna
me.
use
Got
one.
him.
Use your
Yeah.
own.
I guess-
Well, I have my own that's better than the card.
Mhm.
I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to
do it.
Cool.
What just happened?
I just made it a 13 because it's your level. It didn't roll the die though.
Oh, okay. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna re-roll. Okay, I see.
There we go.
Oh,
Nat 20.
shit.
Oh, not to. Oh, so now I need to check them real quick. Do with the bonus equal? Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, so that's a 35.
It's a 35.
But a nat 20 anyway.
Yeah, not 20. Yeah. I love you.
The
Must
fact-
use the new roll as wild. IT.
The fact that there is essentially Kyber Dragon Shard dust woven into this card. You know that those are largely associated with the lightning rails. The individual that Davik was speaking with you have a good feeling that that arm that they artificed was possibly lost in a lightning rail accident. If they have cards of that nature, they are incredibly well connected. And you realize that that number 9 that's listed is a gateway.
Oh, not where I was going. Oh.
It's
A gateway to Eberron.
It's a hidden station.
Oh. It's a hidden station with a lighting rail to get you there and back. Oof. Okay.
There is a platform number 9 somewhere in Neverwinter.
In Neverwinter. Okay. Yeah. I think you can all see wheels turning even behind his glasses.
What
You know,
a
you
way
see-
to find out.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's just like weird that they wouldn't put any information on that card. It's like so inefficient. I mean, even I would know better than to just.
Okay.
It's just a number. Like what?
We're gonna go
Nine
to
what?
the friends, and then hold on to that card. Do not lose it. As a matter of fact, do you feel comfortable, or do you want Uncle Ted to watch it for you?
I can hold on to it.
All right.
Put it in his
Not bag of holding.
in his important sack.
We don't need to go down that railway just yet. But there's a chance if it's necessary. Yeah, let's just keep going and think about that.
Before we get called away again.
That part.
As you
Random
all...
encounter.
Listen, I ain't fought in a while. Let's do it. Bow, bow, bow. Let me shoot some shit. Oh, that's hilarious. And I'll just say, as we're about to walk, I think Theo would get a glance from Isaiah, and it's definitely a glance of, I am not saying something out loud on purpose.
Got it. Well, we've been there before. We've had a couple of these conversations without conversations. Sometimes it's because of a blood pact. Sometimes it's because of other reasons. But
Hey, chill.
anyway.
Chill.
Yep.
He don't listen. Say this, and suddenly Davik, we wake up and Davik's gotten a one-way ticket to Georgia
Yeah,
because he
fair.
needs to figure it out. So he's gonna wait for a second. But yeah.
Egrik, go ahead and give me a nature check.
Okay.
Sam's face like,
I have -1 to that.
Oh!
18.
And you have a small chunk of the alloy as well, correct?
I would assume so, that while they were all kind of hitting it, yeah.
You picked up a piece that's shiny.
Yeah, it's in her bag already. Duh.
It looks like it's changing.
In what way?
It's almost as if it's a more refined version than when you picked it up. It's starting to gain luster. More importantly, you're no stranger to wild magics.
Yeah.
This alloy is transmuting into something more valuable.
Wherever they're walking, she's just gonna stop. Whether that be somebody runs into her or not, she would just stop and just stare. Hey guys.
Mhm.
Y'all should look at your I can't think of the name. Look at it. She's gonna raise it up to you.
What's going on
It's
here?
like, I don't know, but it's not what I picked it up like.
Do
So
we see this too?
cool.
Oh, 100%. Theodore, go ahead and roll your spell attack.
Okay. Yeah. 29.
Ooh, miss.
Ooh, miss.
Unless I can guide myself on this with guidance.
You're good. You if it's the
do give yourself advantage.
Okay, I'll take advantage. We'll give another shot here.
29.
Okay, well, you know, it's possible. It was only a 13. You know, I
That's
could have
fair.
done better.
Oh, absolutely.
So 29.
That's a wild spell attack.
This rock is transmuting into adamantine.
What?
Okay. The chunk that I have, I'm gonna is it the same thing happening to this one too? Or is it just with Egrik?
Roll on your chunk.
Okay,
Roll on your chunk.
I'm gonna roll on my chunk. Is that
Quote of the
New
day.
shirt.
Oh,
You-
you're nasty.
You
Is that a
cute
nature
nasty
check?
girl. Roll on your chunk.
Was that a nature check for that? Or
Whatever's
Or is it
higher,
spell
nature
attack?
or your spell attack.
all right, we'll go spell attack again. Here we go. Ooh, no, that's a 2.
Ooh.
I'm gonna. Oh, we said I had advantage on this, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna.
The eyebrow raise is rotted.
26.
You have a chunk of mithril.
What's happening?
Clears out. Clears out.
Yeah.
I don't got none.
Well,
Did
I
you
had a
have
couple of
something
I had a couple of chunks because we were gonna give one to Tana and whatever else. So I'll just all the chunks. I'll give one.
Yeah.
Remy not grab
We'll
one?
say I gave one to Isaiah because he was gonna take it to Tana. So
Sure. Absolutely. This is valid. He's like, yeah, I guess, yeah, Tana. Nature.
Go ahead and roll just a D8.
Okay.
Interesting. 2.
Mhm.
The piece that you have, Isaiah, you've seen a handful of times. And when you've seen this, it has only been in the hands of real life, not to be messed with individuals. Folks that have forged infernal plate. As it's not glowing with symbols yet, but it burns with incredible heat on the inside that is almost like a neon red.
What is this stuff?
Why are they all different? Didn't we pick up the
don't
same
know.
thing?
I thought so, but this is getting. I don't know what this is. Right? I don't know what this is, RoBear. Just confirm. Never seen anything like this before.
Was it also said out loud? Q's having thoughts, but I'm just tying it together. Was it also said out loud when we were dealing with the big top stuff and everything with Rakdos that Rakdos is chaos?
Yes.
Yes.
And it was their fire that caused all this?
You begin
Yes.
to piece the puzzles together that whatever mundane metals that were melted down during this intense heat from Rakdos has transmuted it into multiple different things.
Should we go back and get more?
We're so close. I just want to go see Hogglesweet. Then we can go back. And then
Let's see. Let's
Ooh.
and
honestly,
then
yeah.
I can just pick up if they don't want it, we could just pick up the whole thing and take it home. I could just lift it, we bring it right back.
You have
All right, fine.
you have a feeling that whatever was left
It's probably gone by now, I'm sure.
in the back. By the time that what's going down with your own chunks,
Yeah.
people are going to be doing their damnedest. And you did have a handful of tradesmen that were there that knew what they were doing. The good news is that you were mostly around some really good eggs. So if there is something of value, it's probably going to help rebuild whatever was lost.
Couldn't be used for a better cause then.
Hey, as long as it all doesn't become Electrum, we'll be good.
That's right. Keep lining my pockets. That's the cause.
All right, to Hoggle
Yes.
As you guys approach the Arcane District,
This entire episode is just walking.
little promenade, baby. You notice
Make him away downtown.
that it's gotten larger. There is now a secondary building that has been taken over.
How long were we gone?
Since you were here,
This has been
Since
a
you've
while.
been gone. Sorry, I break on his song sometimes. You got me.
That's a good one, Egrik. Did you write that one?
Yeah, I did actually, just now.
there is an entire cafe section that has been built out into the building next door. There are several sets of furniture out in front, and the strong smell of pipe tobacco and hookah emanate through the streets, as there seems to be a small section of relaxation that has been built in to this overall store. Now, not only unique magic items that flow through one side, but there is a budding library of those unorganized books that were in stacks that were there before. It looks largely that your friend is flourishing in their enterprise.
Let's go. By the way, it's been about 14 episodes since we were here last. Yeah, I gotta go in. I gotta find him. This is amazing.
Davik's right on your hip.
She looks over at Egrik. It's cool.
I mean, I think it's nice.
Oh,
Kind of want to throw some mud at the wall and see what they do.
one lesson: don't mess with a wizard and their stuff.
Yeah, but that's the fun part. I love wild magic stuff. I got changed into a chicken once. It was really fun. And she just starts walking forward to follow them into the store.
He just, as he's walking, I got turned into a potted plant. Never
I
again.
want to hang on.
He walks, follows.
Remy immediately walks over to the other section to go get a hookah with enough extensions for the rest of us. I already picked up stuff that I shouldn't have picked up over there.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Hey, please do a hookah at PAX Unplugged.
For real. For
Did I hear
real.
you say you did pot with an ant? What?
No, don't worry about it.
How?
That no, it. That's your thoughts going wild. Wild magic.
No, I swear I heard you.
Nah, sounds fake.
But they're so small.
Walks in.
Theodore,
Looking around.
as you and the rest of the party make your entrance into Voldolf Hoggleweeds.
Hey, Voldolf Hoggleweed. We got there.
There is an era of organization that has largely been paid off by a lot of 3rd level fireball scrolls.
I love that.
As we know what has built the profitability in this house, and it seems to have paid off, because much like the future of your own bastions, Voldof's is growing as well. You notice that there is a budding open source society of individuals on the other side that aren't just enjoying the pipeweed for the pipeweed's sake. All of them are trying to decipher as much of the unwritten, lost, and ancient pieces of text that cannot be sold. You can see literal bounty boards of folks trying to crack the codes of different items that have been bought in. And you can see from what was simple stacks before, now lists literal like museum glass coverings to items. Folks checking out different pieces. It seems that everyone is getting their chance at trying to decipher these ancient relics.
It's like a warm hug in here. I love this.
Roll a history check as something seems super familiar about all of this.
Oh boy, that is
Ch4.
Yeah, that is just a dirty 20.
You use cards?
Yeah, I'm gonna use it in Dom for that one, I think.
Okay.
All right, I'll go 26 instead.
26. You are almost ashamed that you didn't realize this at first.
Mm.
And since it's now proudly on display back behind the main register, you see the arcane spell scroll cannon that is the figure piece to the School of Lorehold in Strixhaven. And you can see the diploma on the other side that Voldov is a graduate and is firmly from the School of Lorehold, and you can understand now the ancient items and the original dream and vision of the shop. You can see several employees rolling around in proper leather aprons and red, gold, and dark cream colors, as they aren't uniforms from Strixhaven, but they're definitely wearing the colors of Lorehold inside this village. And that would be when the rest of the party would all hear at the same time. The unforgettable greeting of an old friend.
Here's the Loxodon, I knew it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna head right over to him.
Welcome, Theodore.
Oh, Hogglesweed, it's been too long. I love what you've done with the place.
You brought all your friends too.
Yeah, we've
I'm Davik.
Yes, this is Davik, Isaiah, Egrik, and Remy.
Did your throat hurt after you do that?
Are we giving out my government name? I don't know these people.
That's gotta hurt.
Not all the time. You must keep hydrated, little one.
I found some chocolate. It was in my pocket.
Interesting.
How big is he,
one.
like, compared to Kalthorr?
He would be as tall and broadered shoulders. He's a thick boy. Like, you're in vaulted ceilings in here with him. He walks with purpose, and he's shopping at DXL, bro. There's just no.
I imagine as soon as you said broader shoulders, Baddie would have been like, and Kalthorr straightens up and puffs his chest out.
Bows up a little bit.
Like short man syndrome, yeah, like his arms are sticking out.
The scene between Peter Quill and Thor.
Yeah.
Voldov has a text out in one hand, reading, looking, side-eyeing, and using his trunk to water some of the hanging baskets that are over on his side, back towards the counter. He has no shortage of employees now that seem to be running all operations.
My friend, I have so much to tell you. We have the things I've seen since we spoke last. I didn't even know some of these things were possible, but more importantly, do I have all manner of strange, we'll call them resources, raw materials, if you will. And I would love to pick your brain to see what we might be able to do with some of this. And I don't want to dirty up the shop, so if you have a spot.
Dirtying up the shop is what we do best.
Oh.
As he makes a call out, and several of the interns come running as they put together a kind of a makeshift table that's in between the two buildings. Largely, they've kind of like blown the walls out.
There's a lot that fireball scrolls can pay for, Theodore.
Oh.
Never forget what pays the bills so we can have fun.
Believe me, the fireball's never far from my heart, let me tell you. But
only to be outdone by today's new hit, Shield.
As he looks over, and there are 20 individuals scribing as his Bastion has a scriptorium to crank out both his fireball scrolls and now shield as well.
Yeah, we'll get there one day. But anyway, and I say, all right, I'm like a kid in a candy store. Let me show you what I got. Hang on. And I reach into my very useful bag of holding and I pull forth several items. I will put out this new piece of mithril that just randomly showed up in my hands. I'll put that out on the table.
Are you trying to buy me out or what?
Wait. What about me? And she's gonna dig into her bag. Pull out her adamantium.
Now we're talking about an offer.
Oh, just you wait. I will pull out the purple worm stinger, as well as the teeth from the purple worm.
Okay, you have all the cool stuff. Whatever. I kill them though.
That's true. Hey, listen, we all have our place.
Hey, don't, Mr. Theo. There should be some hide in there that I grabbed.
Yep. And we'll pull out the purple worm hide, like rolled up in like a bolt of fabric. Drop that on the table.
And the teeth. Don't forget the teeth.
Yep. No, I got the teeth. We got them. They're all here, Davik. We're good.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pull out the Nothic eye because we've had that kicking around for a while. Set that on the table. A bunch of space rocks from the asteroids and the meteorites out in Spelljammer. And then the piece de resistance is the pieces of the carapace and the eyeball of the astral dreadnought.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And just real quick, just get that blizzard out of there. Just while you guys are talking, I'll just
eat it outside, and I hand it to him.
His mouth is on the floor.
Theodore, you're either telling me that you've been on life's wildest adventure, or you're a bunch of thieves.
Yes. To an extent.
Yes.
Remy hears you say that you're a bunch of thieves, and he takes the hookah and he turns around. And he walks back to his table. Oh, shit.
Davik shoots Egrik a look.
Is it something I said?
I tell you what, we're thinking about what we can do with this, and once we figure that out, I will give you a story associated with each one of these pieces.
I was told I shouldn't lie about things. Why is it not working?
That's right, Miss Egrik. You shouldn't lie about things.
You said that so weird, and I'm very uncomfortable now.
Why would you?
Don't think too hard. It's all above board. Just yeah. Ooh, Bastion would have liked this.
Is this pawn, sell, or trade?
Well,
So now he's interested.
I've been hanging on to this stuff for a little while.
Well, everything
And-
except for,
And he slides the piece back over towards you.
you told me it was stolen goods. I can't accept that.
Oh no, not that one. Just the other stuff that's in my bag. But I didn't give you that, don't worry.
He takes his trunk and just pushes it over the side and turns and looks at Theodore.
Is there anything else that you want to tell me about these goods?
Well, these were all, on the journey that we've been on, looking to, well, you know how it ends up. Sometimes you're trying to save the world or different things sent all around different planes and whatnot, but come by all of these in harrowing situations, but I would like to I don't need these back, so this is definitely not a pawn situation. I would love to either sell or work them into something that might be more of use to my group in our future endeavors. But I'll be honest, these are all, at least as far as I'm concerned, unique pieces that I don't know enough about to what we could do with it. But if you have ideas, I'd be more than willing to go along and learn too.
First, we need to find out what pieces your friend has that aren't stolen.
As he turns and looks back over you, Egrik.
Oh, these
Instantly
were
are
all.
these ones.
No, these are all harvested from things we defeated.
Yeah, pretty much all the stuff that I stole is either still in my bag or it's just in my hoard. Don't worry about it.
Noted. Nothing that comes out of the sack. All right. What do you
No.
want to accomplish with all this?
You know, I'm sure there's unique properties to a variety of these things. So anything that might be able to help us just do what we do, but better. I know that's so open-ended and vague. I just don't know. These things were terrifying when we fought them, but then we managed to come out of this together, and it's what, if we can't do something interesting with this, I would love to, be able to use these spoils of war to help us. And I'll be honest, I know one thing that I don't know if it could be done with this or maybe just something you have kicking around the shop, but I would love it if you had something that could hide somebody from scrying eyes, if you will. That'd be step one, and then the rest, I'm up for interpretation, negotiation, whatever kind of things you think you have.
Something to prevent scrying eyes. Let me research on that.
As he quickly catalogs down what you have left here. Or at least it is not what you have left, what you're willing to put on the table.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's yes. This is far from my forte. Far from it. My old friend Astrid would have loved it. I'm pretty sure she actually went to y'all school, but different. She had different colors. I think it was blue and green or so. I don't know. We are going to some places. A lot of them, probably. And the more we see, it feels like the harder things are getting. So whatever this, looking at the Astrojet, not I, and the Nothigs and all this stuff, whatever this can do to help us with our quest, I hate that word, but that's what it is.
Adventure.
Adventure. Life-changing journey. That would be most appreciated.
I have a request.
Sit down and eat your blizzard.
Blizzard's long gone by now.
Remy was walking back at that moment and he hears it and he goes, and he turns back around again.
That was so older brother.
Oh yeah.
So you're like a master craftsman or wizard or like this?
Far from it, my friend. Just an individual with a healthy curiosity.
That's like me. We're like the same. Similar, you and I.
Well, certainly. I mean, with such a nice establishment such as this, you've clearly done well for yourself, and I'm sure you're more than capable.
He smiles back at Egrik and looks back over towards you.
I said that I wouldn't bullshit you. This is the house that Shield and Fireball scrolls have met. It affords us the time to expend our curiosities. I'll see with our research what we have come up with. Maybe we can make something to assist you. In the meantime, we have had a few items come through the shop.
Like what?
We're going to see what the random table holds.
Hey, it's been a little bit of time since we've had a
I know.
magic guy.
I know. That's what I'm trying to get here so much, and it just hasn't happened.
I guess I still love Davik's energy. I have an idea. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea.
Davik is looking
still
for something specific, but I'll wait.
Oh, we know. We know.
Would you wait for Tana? Maybe.
It's actually funny. This is the first character that, like, not the first, but like a character that, like, supposed to have like ideas for magic items and things. He's like, what works?
It's the RoBear campaign.
Yeah, what works?
Free plans? Ha!
This is a most interesting find. I don't believe the gentlemen knew what they had. Nor do I believe they had the strength, control, or willpower to use it.
He slides forth a ring with a large navy-colored gem set in it. And you can see what looks like shooting stars animate across it. As it is a ring of shooting stars.
Wow.
Egrik grabs it.
A very rare item.
Let's look at it.
Sleight of hand versus his trunk.
He's probably so fast with that.
Here comes the nat 20.
Yeah, probably. This guy's brilliant.
More than that one.
You know, last time you said that, I rolled one.
Roll your sleight of hand.
But not today.
See, you're fine.
Whoa! This is so pretty. Just gonna bite it, see if it's like real metal. Ah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Not the goblin. I put brains in my tummy. This is nothing.
I don't know about
I don't
that.
like that reaction. I don't like that reaction.
I think I know what's gonna happen. So.
Yep.
I wasn't trying to cause anything. I was just
What is that?
I
Is it
can't
like-
help
is it-
you from your own RP that is detrimental to your life.
She is.
Is it 5d12 or I forget what it is? I forget the number.
Does it set it off? Biting it?
Absolutely, it does.
Yeah, but like maybe she did it really soft.
Oh no.
Pleading with the GM.
Not now.
Because it's gonna happen with what happened when I was missing last time and Kalthorr was about to die. He's gonna come back and I'm about to die.
Don't act like pushing the button
I
isn't pushing the
touched
button.
ring. Oh no.
I love this.
I do.
Oh my Lanta.
I'm waiting for it.
For the record, I think Baddie got a ripped jeweled lotus knee tattoo.
Oh, did you
Oh.
We have confirmation of what the tattoo was.
Yeah, it's on Twitter. I just saw it.
Your load is cool. Also, very appropriate for what's happened with with Commander as of late.
All right.
I'm scared.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No.
These are
Two
beautiful dice.
Those are they're still Charlie XCX.
I have to say, you're such a brat for using
He's
these.
such a brat.
Oh, this music.
Oh, what is that? No, the now I was fine with the 35. The nat one scares me.
I think I know what this is.
I don't. This music isn't helping.
Mm-hmm.
Did Egrik just die?
No. As Egrik bites
yet.
down on the ring of shooting stars that she swipes from Voldorf, as you bite and squint to the side, the ring and its charges expend into the shop
Oh no.
with a nat 1 inflicting maximum damage.
Mm-hmm.
The shop explodes.
Yeah, well, that's what I get for trying to take people places.
We will pick back up
Yeah.
in the midst of all of you in a massive arcane explosion next week.
When you wish upon a star. I am
Take people
upset.
nowhere.
It didn't come out of nowhere. It was done.
Mm-hmm.
Was this written in? That if you bite it?
You just bit a ring of shooting stars. I tried to
it was
stop
real.
you.
So that maybe I could pawn it later.
Oh no, there will be consequences today.
Can't take people
Oh, my
nowhere.
friend, I am prepared
I
to
think,
not be prepared when it happens.
well, I think we might all just be dead.
Yeah.
You know how many fireball scrolls he built in that shop that all are going to
Kalthor's
blow
not
up right
in
now?
here.
Mm-mm.
Hey, this is fine. Next week, we're just gonna come in with 5 new characters. It's fine.
Mhm.
Dream sequence. Let's go.
Kalthor, if we died, I think Baddie would like die.
Oh, my first day back, and we're getting blown up. Love this. Love pink. This is
Hopefully,
great.
lessons can be learned, but maybe not. You'll see. Come enjoy.
Did you just set off a nuke?
Hey, chat.
Yep.
Come and see a larger breach, 10 times the size of what was expended in the Underdark. Y'all have a great weekend. Come bring the tea. We get to start with fireworks next week. Bye, everybody.
What?